got questions to ask, and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky.
Hello, hello, hello again. How is everyone? This is Christmas Eve's Eve, right? So that's one of the nice things about living far away from family and no kids of my own running around. I don't actually have to pay attention to these holidays, and it is kind of nice. It's just another day for me, and it's very calm and relaxing, low stress. Um, Yeah, so I hope it's the same for all of you. How is everyone doing? We've got MJ, hello, hello. And Cynthia's coming in second and saying hi to MJ. Um, MJ saying hello back, hello to me. Hi, hi. And hi to Cynthia as well. And hello, Peggy Bro. How are you doing? Looks like everyone's doing good today. Cynthia's got some appointments tomorrow, so you're relaxing. Nice, nice. Appointment on Christmas Eve, MJ is asking. Well, some of us just don't notice that it's actually a holiday. I know there's some treatments that I can still go and get even though it's Christmas Eve. Um, I don't have any booked for tomorrow, but yes, I can. Um, you're having your eyes measured for the surgery, for the cataract surgery. Okay, that's cool. That's I've never thought of it. You're measuring your eyes. That's very. I'm going to have to look into that, into cataract surgery. You've piqued my interest now. Hello, Stingy. How you doing? Some of us have to work on a holiday. Yeah, when I worked, I was working every single holiday. I'd volunteer for it. MJ saying, yes, we must take care of our eyes. Yeah, my eyes are like the one thing that always worked for me. I like to joke that I got all the defects and whatnot so that when my brother came out a few years later, he was the better model. Um, but my eyes have always worked very well, thankfully. And Peggy says, you just had your surgery. I remember you saying that. So you can kind of tell Cynthia what she can expect. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm interested. I wonder how they, because it's not just, you go in there and you start slicing. Cataract. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to look it up. Interesting. You know how hard, I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe it's me, maybe it's being a Canadian. Um, it's very, very hard to find video of surgeries anymore. I used to I used to have to look for a lot of stuff, um, different images, different videos of wounds and different things like that because I did special effects makeup, um, or I was trying to. I never really broke in anywhere, but yeah, with the special effects, I had to always go looking for reference photos of the whatever it was that I had to replicate. Um, we were talking. I was actually in the steel toe chat at the tail end, I think. I don't know when he ended, but either which way, I was in there for a little bit when I got up this morning. Um, and there was someone in there talking about rotten.com. Do you guys remember rotten.com? Um, I sure should too. Rotten.com was one of the places I went to looking for real wound photos. um, I saw a lot of stuff I didn't ever want to see, and I pray I never ever see again. But oh, Stingy saying ogreish. Yeah, I didn't use that one quite as much. I also discovered the medical books online libraries. So I had a lot of fun um, downloading photos, still photos from wounds and surgeries and that sort of thing. Um, I actually went downtown Vancouver one night and I paid for parking. I paid to get in and I paid for all of my photocopies because, yes, it was back then. And yes, we had to photocopy anything we wanted because the cell phones weren't doing this stuff right now. Um, but it cost me an arm and a leg, and I spent hours in that medical library just taking pictures of wounds and injuries. And it just, wow, you can't imagine just how awful things can happen to the human body, and what it looks like. And yeah, see, I got smart. I see MJ's mentioning the cats. Their dinner time is probably in an hour and 20 minutes from now. But I figured if I'm starting now and I feed them just before I start, you guys get to see them do the post eating zoomies. So they can entertain you guys for a little bit. And then they'll curl up and sleep because that's what they do for the bulk of the time. um, yes, we must take care of our eyes. Stingy says the digger's a lemon. Yes, yes, I am. I'm proud of it. My brother's in a lot better position. Um, he's got some pretty bad health issues that came up over the last year. Um, I won't get into it, but suffice it to say, he went from having the perfect working body and the best genes. He was, the tall, good looking one. Um, he was the better looking of the two children. You know how that goes. But he got socked with some pretty awful health stuff over this last year. So I guess in the long run, all of these long-term health issues that I've had all my life, sure, I've had them all my life, and sure, they're getting worse. Um, but I'm used to that. you know. Um, I wasn't quite born with all of them, but like the fibro, from my understanding now, the research being done, um, most likely it happened because of one instance that I can remember pretty clearly. It was between 3 and 5 years old. I was playing on the jungle gym in the back. We lived in a co-op, and there's a big, huge jungle gym. This is the very, very early 80s. So not really safe as we consider them today. And I was going down a slide, but instead of going down the slide, somehow or other, I ended up going over and falling down beside the slide. And it was like 2 stories or something like that. It was really, really tall. 1970s, 1980s. So I fell and I landed flat on my back. And from that moment on, that I can remember, life was different. Everything hurt more and everything, I don't know, it just, everything was harder, everything, yeah. But either which way, what I'm trying to get to is that I have had that all my life. So I've got my life's worth of time to get used to it, and adjust to it, and figure out how to live with it. So my brother on the flip side has always had perfect health and good looks, and suddenly he got smacked with it big time. He's a couple years younger than me, so he would be 42 or 43 when he got a diagnosis. So in my opinion, I think he's probably the worse off. At least I'm used to it. So I worry, but that's what we do. We worry. And in my family, we worry, but we never actually talk to each other. So, if we don't talk, then nothing can be wrong. And if nothing's wrong, then everything's good. MJ says, I never needed glasses till I was almost 60. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like if I don't start using my eyes on the regular again to read on the regular, I'm going to be needing glasses. That's why I'm keeping the Wednesday reading. streams. I want to keep doing that because it'll help me and lets me share some information with everyone at the same time. I'm not going heavy duty conspiracy theory anymore. Well, maybe we'll do it again, of course, but not right away. So I think Bill Cooper's Behold a Pale Horse was pretty heavy. Um, so the next book I'm going to do is lighter, I guess. We'll still be learning, um, but it's written with a sense of humor. Um, pardon me. Um, you guys who are here, y'all know. Legal Vices. Jeff passed a week ago today, or maybe it was 8 days. If he was in Korea, so the whole time thing and everything. But one of the books that he used to mention on the regular that wasn't Lovecraft or of that type was Oliver Sacks, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, and Other Clinical Trials and Tales. And it always intrigued me, and I decided to order it. And then I got it, and I haven't really touched it. So I figured, what more fitting tribute could I do to Jeff than to share one of those books that he always suggested that we should read. So it will have some learning to it. We're looking at psychological theories and behavioral theory, that sort of thing. But it's going to be a lot lighter, and yeah, it's going to be a much different read from Behold a Pale Horse. So I think it'll be a little bit more to the style of more people. uh, Peggy says she had both her eyes done and doing great. That's awesome. My mom had both her eyes done, and for my entire life and all of hers, she had Coke bottle glasses. She had both her eyes done, and she doesn't wear glasses anymore. It took me a long time to get used to seeing her without glasses, or without her glasses in her hand and pinching, because her glasses were pinching and giving her a headache, and she had the really red imprints from the heavy prescription. So it's wild seeing her now. She sees better than she ever could, and she's almost in her 80s, almost 50. Or sorry, no, yeah, I should think that she's never going to watch this, but 50, 60. So she's almost in her 70s, or just into her 70s. So there you go. There's still some videos, some surgery videos on YouTube, but they're getting thwacked as soon as they're mentioned. Um, or a lot of people, like my reaction people. There's one woman I love to watch react, um, and she does a lot of like the botched and the plastic surgery, like bridal plasty and stuff like that. But she has to blur it when she's showing it. So we'll be watching the show, and then suddenly she has to blur the surgery or whatever. It's ridiculous. And these were TV shows that were on regular primetime TV in the 90s, 2000s. So, yeah, it's wildly different out here on the internet. I remember when the internet first came out, and like we were talking, rotten.com and Stingy said Ogrish. It was a whole different kind of internet back then, eh? We could find a whole lot of stuff that's much harder to find now. Um, yeah, like I said, with rotten.com, I saw things I wish I never saw, and I pray I never see them again. Two Girls, One Cup has nothing on some of the stuff that I had to click through. MJ saying I've been to the eye doctor many times, so yeah, I'm about due to go and have my eyes looked. the nice thing. That's covered with our health. Teeth aren't, well, teeth are kind of, sort of, a little bit for certain people now, but really not. Um, Eyes will be covered as long as it's just your checkup. Um, and I found out that our free healthcare isn't free. Now, before you guys think that I'm an idiot, I know it's not free. Um, but I've been at such a low income bracket. Well, heck, I've been on disability um, for so long now. I forget that other people still have to pay. There is a dividend, an X amount that you have to pay, and that's another thing my brother's getting hit with suddenly is these bills for these medicines. And once he pays, X amount, everything after that gets covered for him. But that X amount, because of the job he's got, um, a good one, because he's got a good job, he has to pay an awful lot. Um, so yeah, it's wild. Um, I knew that our social health care was failing, but it's wild just how bad it's gotten. Stingy says, my dad did orthotics and prosthetics. He said one of the worst things he did was have to do a halo device. Interesting. I don't know. That's the when you're screwed into your skull and your neck and your back. Is that what that is? I think so, but I could be wrong because that'll happen. Um, Yeah, I had lovely orthotics for my feet. I still have. I don't have new ones recently, but I still have when I'm wearing my good boots. I have to wear them because my feet don't. Yeah, I told you I'm a lemon. When I was born, my feet weren't facing the way they were supposed to be facing. They were much more inside, and it took a lot of orthotics and stuff to get it to where I'm not stepping on my toes anymore. I mean, I had it figured out by the time I hit my teens, but yeah, I still need the orthotics. MJ says, usually getting steel taken out when I couldn't get it out myself. Okay, so you were a welder, steel worker. Um, I know I've got a few welder friends that their hands are just covered, and and I would have thought the gloves would do enough, but there's that there's that space in between, but the little metal things that would get, yeah, it was awful. I can't imagine if you're getting them out of your eye on the regular. Cynthia says once your pain receptors are turned up, it's hard to turn them down. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. And mine have been on 11 for, most of my life. So at some point, I just get used to it. I'm like I've said in the past, I get pain shots. I have to go to the hospital on the regular to get them. But they do, they're basically anesthetic and an um, anti-inflammatory and a muscle relaxant all in one. And he uses the ultrasound to find the really upset muscles, and he just gives me little shots directly into the muscles, um, and that helps to relax the muscles enough that I can, function um, decently. you know, um, it's taken 10 years of going to see him on the regular, but I can do a lot of stuff now that I couldn't do before. Um, and my shoulders are not attached. My shoulders aren't being worn as earrings on the regular anymore. So I can tell that by the just that much being relaxed enough to do that helps so much. Hello, Shenny. Says, sorry I'm late, but have you met me? That's okay. It's chat day, so that's all we're doing is going to talk. So Yeah, keep talking. MJ says hello. Cynthia says you're not late. You're here when you're here. Oh, but MJ says no, you're late. Stingy says blue light blocking glasses too. Those help. Okay. I know. I had light therapy, and the blue light actually. I know it's slightly different, but the blue and the red lights helped me. I don't know what that means. They were treatments that I couldn't afford on the regular, but I had been given them to try out. So I don't know what blue and red lights individually mean, but I know that those were the ones that seemed to help me when I had the therapy treatment. Um, Bobby says he was totally here the whole time, and I believe you because I sent you the link the same time as, or not the link, I sent you the reminder the same time as I dropped it in all the discords. So I am just making the assumption you were here first and you just kept quiet until now. Okay. Peggy says nothing is free and she's laughing. I know. I know. I just, yes, I know. Captain says, hello, Captain. Where in YouTube land did I end up? You must be the planet 420. Yes, yes, it is. And it actually, I just missed my 420. So there you go. When you smoke it on the daily like me, 420 isn't quite as important, um, shall I say? But yeah, it's 420 finally. I enjoy, I get to celebrate 420 with my Scottish friend. Um, Her 420 is 9:30 a or 9:20 a.m. my time. So, and now there's someone that streams that I watch, and they hit the you guys in the middle mountain time or whatever you call it. Pardon me. So they hit that, and that's 2:20 my time. And then if I want to be nice, I can also smoke with you Easterners as well. And I could just, time my medicinal marijuana to all my friends' 420s and, be very high. Stingy says, yep. Captain says, bye. I had duck feet. I was prescribed cowboy boots, eh? I've Doc Martens. I am a child of that era. I had Doc Martens, and I started out with the 12-hole boots, and then I went up to the 14-hole boots, and some of the higher ones. But now I've still got 14s, and a Doc Marten boot with properly made orthotic is phenomenal. And I hardly have any toe scuffing anymore. I mean, I'm 45 now, so I would like I would like to think that by now things are better. But yeah, it was for me. It was the Doc Marten boots and the orthotic just helped so much. Cynthia's saying hi to the captain. And Captain saying evening. See all these time zone issues, right? Cynthia's getting her eyes measured tomorrow. She's saying, "Oh, hello, SH. How are you doing?" Also, when you're reading or looking at a screen, every 15 to 20 minutes or so, take a break to focus your eyes on something far away, whether out the window or across the room. Keep your eyes moving. Thank you. Thank you, SH. I say that with that tone of voice because Bobby's in here. Maybe Sammy's around. I don't know, but I know Bobby's the one that keeps complaining about the headaches. And I keep telling him, you got to remember to take breaks. Look away from the screen. Go outside. Focus on something way far away for a bit until it's clear. Come back and, do it again every half an hour or so. But he never does it, and then he has these headaches again. It's the weirdest thing. It's like the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you think you're going to get a different response. But yes. I like that someone else is saying it too. Are we traditionally 45 minutes behind chat? This is fairly early. This is a new thing rather. So we're at 4:26 my time and it's 4:22. I'm not doing too bad. I would definitely call it caught up with chat. I would like there to be a few just ahead so I don't get run out. But so far so good. So we'll see what happens. I figured 4 o'clock my time is kind of the time when I'm usually sitting in front of the computer wondering, what am I going to do now? Um, Whatever I'm watching in the morning and during the day is over. And then I'm just sitting here looking at YouTube, which is feeding me the same boring clips and stuff that you can only waste so much of your life watching before you realize you need to do something better with that time. Um, and so I decided to do this. Much better than watching stupid YouTube clips of stupid things happening. Why don't I go live and create the stupid YouTube clips and the stupid YouTube things happening? Um, and at the very least, maybe every now and again, if someone buys me a coffee or something, um, we're all good, right? And if no one ever does, it still doesn't matter because I'm doing something a little bit more worthwhile with my time. So that's how I'm going to call it. For right now, I'm just doing something better than watching the crap that I would be watching. Shenny says, I just made an opening for Christmas. Oh, nice that you fell in love with. Yes, of course you're making things for the holidays. Of course you are. She is the crafty one. You'll notice she's always got a new opening, a new closing, each with its own new song. She does all sorts of, clips and stuff. I don't. I've got the one song that I worked on a few times until I got something that I liked. Um, and the first show, like opener, I made that. I like it. I've got to fine tune it, but it's good enough. It's been good enough for months now. So yeah, I definitely I'm the do it once and then just forget about it sort of person. But she's always making things a little bit better, a little bit prettier, or just, a little bit funnier. Um, and I just can't. So I love that she does. I think maybe we might balance each other out enough. Oh, thank you, MJ. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that, or the follow button on Rumble. Um, whatever, wherever you're watching, I really appreciate it. SH is saying my cat ate an almond today. Never thought he'd do that. An almond, interesting. I had a cat that liked to eat the potatoes, raw potatoes, and he didn't actually eat them. He'd gnaw on them and then he'd bat them around a bunch and then he'd gnaw on them some more and then usually lose them under the fridge or couch or something. That was fun. Bobby says that's not what the headaches are from. Oh, is it SRHs? Those sperm retention headaches. Those can be a pain in the head too. Pain in the head, pain in the balls. Hello, Alabama. How you doing? That feels really weird. No, hello, Rose. How are you? Oh, I love all the Loraxes everywhere. That's super cool. Bobby says they're from smoking too much drugs. Well, there might be that too. And the fact that your eyes aren't normal. Okay. Reptilian? Feline? Goat? Ha! Bobby says, no, you mortals don't comprehend madness. I see. I see. So, reptilian? Feline? Goat? Rose says, I'll mainly be listening, darling. Got loads of a mess going on. No worries. That's basically what we do. We just, we're going to sit around and we're going to chat and keep each other company during the dead time of YouTube, or at least it's the dead time for me. So, Cynthia says she just sent the surgery to the Discord. Okay, awesome. I will look at it afterwards because I didn't open Discord on the tablet and I can't have it running on the on the PC. So I've noticed my thing is kind of stuttered a little bit. I'm assuming that my mic is okay, or else someone would have said something by now. Um, but yeah, so I've got StreamYard open, and I've got one search tab open. And crossing fingers. But we're getting closer towards the final solution on the PC. That's not, um, I could have worded it better, but I think we're narrowing down some issues with it and getting close to making it to the point where I can actually start to do things, um, like share a video or show you a picture. uh, okay, I see. If it's, yeah, if that's the problem, I'm getting a little comment on the side there. If that's the problem, that it's the mic or camera that's sucking power, um, that will be dealt with shortly too. So, well, shortly for me, but the next few weeks, I'm hoping to get everything dealt with. Um, Crossing fingers and all that. SH says, I've had headaches daily for years. Pretty sure it was allergies and stress. Yeah, I got my first migraine when I was 12, right around where puberty hits, and that time of the month became like an actual thing for me. Um, but it just, from that point on, migraines every single time, that time of the month or springs. To this day, spring is still my worst, um, because it's been so dark and gloomy for so long, and then suddenly the sun is out and everything is bright and shiny and freshly washed. And yeah, spring really sucks for migraines for me. But yeah, I've always had a headache of one kind or another going, um, varying severity. But yeah, my head's always been an issue as well. I have no idea why. I know my mom's been the same way. She's always had headaches and she gets migraines. So I assume I just got it from her side of the bad genes. Captain says, did everyone catch Digger on Nick's Memorial Xmas show? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm really glad that we did it. Um, when we first found out about Jeff, it felt really too soon, like way too soon. But I'm glad we did it, and we had everybody on, and we gave him a really good send off. We really did. So I'm feeling really good about that stream. I wasn't sure how we were going to end up, but and the fact that, I mean, you can't have that many different people boomer that many different things in that short amount of time. I mean, relatively speaking, it was just a few hours, and there was a lot of weird boomering going on. What I call tech gremlins were very active in that stream as well. So, um, if ghosts and spirits are a thing and they're able to reach out and let us know, um, that would be a good argument for that being the case, because if Jeff was able to do that, that's exactly the sort of thing he would do, is reach out and start messing with everyone's tech. Just cuz. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Um, oh, my chat jumped. We There we go. Yes, there it is, blue. Um, yeah, we had a blast, or at least I had a blast. I think everyone did. We've been his mod Discord was starting to get a little bit quiet. I mean, IRL is a thing, you know, and stuff happens, and it's been very nice to see everyone showing back up in the Vices mod Discord. Um, and getting to see people that we haven't seen in a while. I know I kind of stopped being able to watch Jeff live, for the the past year, I really haven't been able to catch many of his lives at all. Um, so I hadn't seen a lot of those folks, and it was really, really nice to see them again and to talk to them. Others I'd never heard their voices before, and it was so awesome. Nicola has got one of the best laughs I think I have ever heard. Um, and she's she's got the Scottish accent, so maybe it's the Scottish accent in the laugh, but I love it. I love it to bits. It's yeah, it's almost like getting tickled. It's just such a great laugh. So I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad Nick took care of it. I'm really glad that Nick ran it for us. I know he had a huge long day of streaming uh, between his regular stuff and us. So he did awesome, and I did great on the trivia. See, I mean, how can you go wrong when you're the one who wins the trivia, right? Bam Rose is saying it was very nice. She was very sweet. Oh, thank you. You were very awesome too. Um, we've got to get you like on stream, hun. You're too good a personality. You're too much fun to just keep you in the chat as a mod. Um, you're way too much fun. Alan's stream. Alan, um, is it just? I think his channel is just Alan. Look at me. I'm calling everyone out because Nicola's gonna start to stream now. It's very nice. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch her stream. Our friend Alan uh, started doing stream while he's driving for work. So we're just hanging out in chat, like we do, watching him as he drives. It's really cool. I got to see a part of Scotland yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was only yesterday. Wow. But yeah, a lot of fun and talking to Corn Pope. It's been eons, I feel like we got the chance to talk. So it's lovely to see everyone getting back into the Vices mod Discord and seeing each other again. MJ says time management. See, okay, now Captain Kern, now I'm starting to fall back. I'm only 10 minutes behind. So time management. Are we talking about the headaches? Or no, we're talking about um no, probably talking about the headaches. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love that. I live by that rule and work smarter, not harder. Um, why make life any harder than it already is? Hello, OG. Sup, Merry Festers. I like that. How you doing? Are you on a work break? Or Bobby says none of those. Shub? Shub? Am I going to start getting sound drops when I open Discord again? SH says that's cute. My cat likes human food and crunchy food best. Interesting. Just started eating wet cat food this year. They're on a special wet cat food because Boo, the bigger one, she's got stomach issues. She can't process carbs. So they're on a special wet food. But they really, really love cheese. So whenever I bring cheese out and I start slicing it, they each get to have their little piece. Because they won't let me not give it to them. How dare I? SH said 5th grade was when my headache started too. Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with the hormones. It's so wild and crazy. I was joking with a doctor once. I said, so when I finally hit menopause and get finished with menopause, a lot of these health issues that I've got, they're going to be gone, right? Like I won't have to deal with this stuff anymore, right? Unfortunately, that is not the case. Even when it doesn't work anymore, it's still going to cause me health problems. So par for the course, but SH says, I didn't think it was migraines, but other people have told me they are. Doctor never has, though. I had the doctors. I had so many doctors in my childhood because there was stuff wrong with me, but they couldn't figure out what it was that was wrong with me. And after a while, they just started telling me that I was what was wrong with me, that I was just, making it up. Hypochondriac was a word I knew before I was in grade four. Um, so yeah, I had a zillion different doctors for a zillion different things. Thankfully, I hit 30 and suddenly they decided to acknowledge one of the major ones, and things have gotten a little bit better since. Alabama says, yes, every month. You're going to stream every month? I think that would be awesome. Yeah, I'll be there. Captain saying, oh, Jeff was messing with people hard and loved every minute of it. I know, right? I know. There's just too many weird tech things going wrong for there not to be something in it. OG says headaches have been an ongoing issue since women entered relationships and realized men want sex each night. Oh, sorry, babe. We've got a headache. You think? Has nothing with procreation to further the species. It's all because you guys keep wanting sex each night, so that's how we got the headaches. Because my mom always told me it was our fault that she got headaches. It was the kids that caused the headaches. So I'll have to bring that up with her and see what she has to say. Captain says the Scottish girl, dead ass, made me nearly piss myself. That's Nicola. That's Nicola. She's going to most definitely be streaming, and I can't wait. She's so much fun. And Alabama's saying, it's weird seeing Alabama Rose. I'm so used to calling you Rose in the Discord. And Rose is saying, well, almost everyone. Yes. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Are we talking about something different then? Let me go back. Okay. So yeah, we almost everyone was there. You're right. You could get on and speak, but you heard nothing. I know. See. And there was others they could hear us, but they couldn't speak, and yeah. Yeah, that's our sweet Nicola. She's but as sweet as she sounds, ooh boy, she's a lot of fun. She can be spicy and so funny. Oh my goodness. Rose says it didn't stop pinging all week though. I know. I know. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's there's I've always looked at the best part of a thing. And I'm gonna miss him. Everyone's gonna miss him. Um, but he built a community, right? Like he put us all together and he got us all here. Um, and he might be gone, but it brought us all back again. And like you said, that Discord, it just hasn't stopped all week. At all hours, there's someone, if not writing, there's someone looking. So when someone else writes, there's always someone to respond, right? It's it's been really awesome. Um, yeah, and I've been watching a lot of streams from people that I haven't caught in ages. Um, I stopped myself from going to a lot of places because of stuff, and it was nice to see those faces again, and other faces that I never got to see because I'm never up at that time. Um, all these night streams for me. I was able to catch a few of them. MG Law doing that drive back and forth across California. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching that. Um, I've watched bits and pieces of the trucking streams by Hayden and Vices and Megan and Flux. I've watched parts, but I've never caught any of them live. So it was kind of interesting to watch it live and understand, okay, no, this is why it's fun. Because I enjoy driving, but I can't see how pretending to drive um, like a driving simulator. I couldn't see how that could be fun, you know. But now I'm starting to see it's the conversation. It's not the driving, it's the conversation. And my mom used to drive. Um, she drove the car in front of the wide loads. Um, what is it? The pilot car, I think they called it. Um, Either which way, she used to drive the big truck that had the flashing lights saying "Look out, wide load behind." And she had her own call sign, and she said it was a lot of fun. The CB radios and talking with everyone. MJ says, I've always had headaches. First true migraine, I was 27. In no way was it just a normal headache. Gotcha. And Alabama, or sorry, Captain is saying to Rose, she needs her own show where she can't hear anything and just talks. 2 million subs in 2 days. You know, she could do it. She could do it. She could have, yeah, she could have a whole show. She's got in the Discord, there's her husband, her partner, um, whatever, her man. She asks him, what's the rain doing? And he just looks at her, and in all seriousness, he just goes, whoosh. And he gets fully physically into the falling of the rain. And it made me laugh so hard. You can just tell he's got the same sense of humor as she does, and they must be a lot of fun together. Yeah, she's got a channel, and she does put videos up. Okay, good. And yes, you are sweet, and you can definitely do it too. Um, we can do a lot of things. I mean, you know a lot about a lot. You know, we can do. Well, we can get you doing all sorts of streams. And that accent of yours is super sweet to listen to as well. It's very nice. Oh, thank you, Rose. See, these are Maudie things that I don't even think about. I'm hardly remembering to do certain things on the live, let alone dropping links. But there you go, you guys. That's Nicola's page right there. So if you appreciated her Scottish sense of humor and that laugh, then please go and follow her. And hey, even if you didn't see it, go follow her anyways because she's a hoot and a half. OG's got to bounce. Okay, see you later. Have a good one. Rose is saying I can't keep a signal around here to video drive. I have to be headed south to doctors, and it's sketchy still in places. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, Rose, you guys haven't met yet, you and OG. OG is the king of dad jokes, and naughty dad jokes are his specialty. I have recently met the queen of dad jokes, naughty dad jokes, and I think they've met a time or two now. But you'll enjoy his jokes. You're gonna get a lot of fun out of that. SH says, and you will have hot flashes too. Well, see, and there's a thing. I get hot flashes anyways. I always have. It's one of the unfortunate bits that comes along with my fibro. Not only does my skin decide from time to time to feel like it's on fire, for no reason whatsoever, or that it's so itchy that I can scratch until I'm like skin is raw, and I can't cure it. But the hot flashes and the sudden all over body sweat, yeah, I've always had that, and it was really great in my teenage years trying to learn how to date and shit. Tell you that was loads of fun. But yeah, so those are another thing. I've already had them. I'm kind of used to them now. So unfortunately, they won't disappear afterwards either. MJ says, my cat gets dry cat food. If she wants wet cat food, she can go catch a mouse. There you go. My girls don't go out. I can't afford all the fleas and ticks and zillions of other things that are around my area. So they get to run and climb and jump and do all sorts of stuff like claw my arms up instead. That's our play. Rose is saying, when I was first on birth control, it caused massive migraines. Oh, interesting. Had to stop, but migraine every month until the last few. Now when they hit are just horrible. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry you and Diggs have them. Yeah, it's interesting. When I first got migraines, that's what the first thing they did was put me on birth control. Um, it did help a little bit, but I've used every single migraine medication um, that can be prescribed. And honestly, I found the thing that works best if I can take it before, like if I can take it in time, one of those, this is not medical advice, disclaimer, I'm talking out my ass, and this is just what works for me. But those Motrin liquid gel caps for migraines, if I can get one of those in me before it really kicks in, it can usually stop it from becoming a full-blown migraine. And she says, no, it gets worse. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And Jenny's saying, wait, OG, I always found sex got rid of the headaches. And Rose says, most people with autoimmune issues are called hypochondriacs. Yeah, that's exactly it. They didn't know what it is, so you're obviously making it up. And she's going, no, I'm not going to stream every month. You're not going to stream every month. No, I thought you were saying that Nicola was going to stream every month. Maybe I misunderstood. Are you crazy, sister? I'm shy. Well, we'll get you on. We'll have to get you on voice only sometimes. Just we'll get you on. We have to do more of those. Oh, is that what you're saying? We're gonna do like a Maudie Christmas stream every month, sort of deal. Am I just cluing in now? Because I was drinking, so I don't remember all of that stream. I also don't remember a phone call and a second stream after that, but But no, if we agreed to do a group stream every month, I'm so into that. That would be so much fun. I love Squaw Bob. How you doing? He says, sometimes men want sex in the daytime. Sex in the daytime? What? You speak lies, I tell you. And Rose is saying it didn't help with my headaches. Some want it constantly, and ugh, no morning sex. Ew, that's just gross. Morning sex is okay, but not waking up and just doing it. You got to get up and brush your teeth. You got to, I mean, my bladder won't let me do much else. Once I've woken up, I've got, maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I've got to go pee. So yeah, after the pee and the toothbrushing, if you want to crawl back in there, then yes, morning sex is best for me, but not just wake up and go at it, because that's nasty. And Rose is laughing at Spa Bob. Bobby's, click on it. I totally haven't been playing with the green screen. You totally have. I know you have. You've been telling me about it, and I can't wait to see. You've got some fun stuff going on, and I want to see what you're doing. Rose is saying, I love Discord. I would have just sunk without the mod family and the creators. I know, right? When I saw Kurt's stream, I thought for sure it's a joke. It has to be a joke. It's not funny, but it has to be a joke. And when I got in there and his mods started saying, no, it's real, it's real. I didn't really know what to do. But after I got that first, shock out of the way, the Discord was exactly where I went next. I don't know what I would have done without you guys either. We would have been scrambling, trying to reach out to each other. None of us are really connected by anything. each of us are connected to others a little bit, but that Discord is the one place that we can all come to, guaranteed. And it's there, and we're all there, and it was so lovely to have that space there. And the fact that we found Connor as quickly as he did is phenomenal. I'm not surprised he fits in. I mean, he's his father's son. Um, he's either going to be the exact opposite him or close enough to fit right in with our ridiculous little group. So yeah, I'm very very glad that we had that Discord where it was, and I'm glad that we're keeping it alive. Um, I think it's a lot of fun. Hello, Lady Autumn Sky. How you doing? Rose is saying hi to Lady. Squab is saying, do they have roads in the Canadian outback? We do. We do have roads. There's a lot of dirt roads, and we've still got a fair amount of trails too. Just it's more foresty than the outback one would normally imagine, like Australia. We've got shit a metric shit ton of trees. Rose is saying I got to go back to listen mode. I'm taking a pain med first. All right. Well, you take that pain med. I hope it kicks in quickly. We'll talk to you next time. Bobby's saying one of these days I'll figure out how to mount these god dang halogens. Halogens, really? Wow, you're going all out. I don't think Miss K Grift made it in here yet, or if she's going to catch today's. But when she was first starting out, she was having trouble. Her first stream, she really didn't like the color of herself. And I told her one of the tricks that we used to use in photo shoots, especially outdoor photo shoots, because you didn't know what the thing was going to do. Or not outdoor, sorry, not outdoor photo shoots, indoor photo shoots. That makes a lot more sense. Indoor photo shoots, because you had to warm up the light or cool up the light or whatever. And either which way, long story short, I told her that we would just throw stuff like a t-shirt or, in one case we took a teddy and hung that over the light that we had in the room of the showcase place. Any which way. If you hang stuff over the lights, you can make it change. You can make it look a little bit better, warmer or cooler. And so I remembered that this afternoon and decided to do it. So I've got a tea cloth hanging over the bulb of the light directly above me. So it's still orange, but the blue from the screen is a little bit more noticeable. And I don't have a white nose and a white spot on my nose anymore. I mean, it is when I poke it, but it's not near as bad as it normally is. The shine on my face, well, I use moisturizer, so what can you do? But I'm slowly remembering tricks of the trade when I was working on photo shoots and stuff. And we're getting there. I may one day look somewhat professional. Maybe. Rose says, yeah, if I do a driving stream, it's going to be real. But the chat is fun. Yeah, it really is. And we're just hanging out, watching Alan drive around Scotland. It's his job. We're just keeping him company. And Lady's saying, I had migraines when I was in my 20s. Okay, see, it's becoming more of a common thing. Or I don't know, I'm old enough now. Maybe it was a common thing and everyone's growing out of it now. But I remember we didn't have to worry about peanuts and stuff. And now all the kids are allergic to breathing. So maybe migraines were a thing. If only I could get you ding-dongs to use OBS. Bobby, I have tried it. I have downloaded and uninstalled OBS 3 different times because I keep trying to use it. I know it will make my life easier, but until I figure out what's wrong with the PC, there's no point. This last time I had it on, and I spent the whole weekend playing with it and figuring stuff out on it, and ended up all I did was screw up more stuff on my personal PC. And even when I unloaded the thing or uninstalled the thing, there was still issues with my PC. Yeah, you know the troubles. I want to use it. I really do want to use this OBS because I can tell it's going to make everything so much easier. I just have to fix the PC first. Lady says, oddly enough, my migraines went away after I had twins. Oh, that's interesting. And you've had two sets of twins. It's a good thing they didn't come back with the second set, too, eh? That would have been a real pain. Bobby says, just made a fancy head circle thing for myself. Oh, you gave yourself a halo. Nice. All angelic with your long Jesus hair. Hello, Mr. Q. How you doing? He's saying good evening, everyone, and Christmas greetings. Yeah, happy holidays, everyone. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I don't really celebrate Christmas. I know it's not Jesus wasn't actually born during this time. I know the historical aspects of it. It's all to do with pagan beliefs and rituals being brought into faiths to make more people acquiesce to the royal family of the time. And like I know all that. So for me, Christmas stopped being at all interesting once I no longer had kids in my immediate vicinity. All my nieces and nephews are on the coast. So they're a minimum 6 to 8 hour drive away. So I don't get to see them very often at all. And Christmas to me is just another day. So OBS is awesome from what I hear. It is. It really is awesome. You can do all sorts of stuff. And it's allegedly it helps streamline things. So your PC is not having to work so hard at doing different stuff. It's really cool, and I really want to use it, but my PC's just having its things. I call them my tech gremlins. I have gremlins that decided long ago that electronic things, and in particular anything that connects to the internet, just won't work right for me. And I've proven it. I've people have witnessed it happening. So it's not just my imagination and my doing things wrong and saying that I did them right. I actually do them the right way as people tell me to do them, and it just doesn't work, even though it's supposed to work every time. It doesn't work, and that's my tech gremlins. So we're trying to figure them out, and then I'm going to get the OBS going, and then I will really look like a professional streamer. Rose is saying hi to Mr. Q. And Bobby's saying, I plan to do some private streams for the gang here soon. Might move it to YouTube or something at some point. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm waiting for you to bring it to Discord because there's a few really weird movies that you've shown me clips from. I think are going to be a lot of fun to do watch parties for. And it's not like there's a copyright issue. They're so obscure. MJ is saying my cat doesn't go out, but she does get out in the shop. Gotcha. Yeah, that's one nice thing. I don't have mice in the house. There are mice all over the property where I live, but I don't have them in the house. The cats definitely keep them at bay. And then the earwigs and the spiders are fighting each other for supremacy outside my doors and windows, so they don't actually ever come in. It's quite nice. SH says, like your skin is on fire or it gets so itchy you scratch and get welts. Yes. Only thing that helps is to be in the shower. The itching comes back as soon as you get out of the water. I know. I have literally scrubbed my face to the point where the tip of my nose is raw with my face cloth, just trying to, with the soap and just trying to get rid of the itch. And it also, my skin, that that sort of thing, it happens more when I'm, stressed or whatever. So of course, I was really glad to get off of game night on Saturday. I was really, really glad to get off of game night. I was having a lot of fun, but as soon as Shenny hit the outro song, I turned off my computer camera and I started stripping down, getting off things that weren't absolutely mandatory, and then I got my sweater all zipped up, and I came back on camera long enough to say goodbye to them in the green room, and that was it. I was I was out of clothes and into bed. Took my night meds. I have heavy duty sleeping meds that I take on top of everything else at night, and um, so the sleeping meds, as long as I let them do their thing, I'll be dead asleep within 30 minutes. If I fight it, then I'm hooped. I'm just stupid for the next 24 hours. But I pop them and I get into bed and I am out within 30 minutes. And sleep is really the one thing in my life that has always helped get rid of, get me away from the pain. Um, so I know a lot of people have trouble sleeping, and I do too. Like, I toss and turn, and I wake up constantly throughout the night. Um, but whenever things get really, really bad, I shut down and I crawl into bed, and I don't get back out again. Um, so that's kind of my version of your showers. Um, I never really thought of showers here because I've got hot water issues is a whole nother story. Showers aren't my go-to, and getting a hot tub of water for a bath is impossible. But yeah, for my version of showers is bed. I get into I've got clothes that have the softest material with the least amount of seams, and I crawl into bed and I just shut down. Rose says I have that with hot showers. It's like it stings all over. Yeah, it's like suddenly every single inch of your skin is on fire, and it's that prickly stinging heat, and you just can't get away from it. Or the itch. I get the itch on the nose a lot. I try really hard to not do that, because once I get the itch on my nose, yeah, there's nothing to get. I can't really get rid of it until it wants to go away. SH says, fortunately not for many years, just normal hot flashes now. There you go. That's one of the nice things about living where I do. It's so freaking hot out here. Even though it's a dry heat, everyone's sweaty. So I don't look like I stand out. I don't look out of place. Um, everyone's hot and sweaty and wearing as little clothes as possible where I live. So it's nice to fit in. So Squab saying, so how many kids did Rose have while off birth control? She's had a couple of kids. I would assume that it was when she was off of that stuff. Lady says, I went on because I went on birth control and gained weight, and I got off of it. Said I can gain weight all on my own. Yeah, there you go. I can definitely gain weight on my own. I really have been not doing my workouts, the stuff that I need to do on the daily to make the treatments that I get worth getting. um, this last year has sucked big, huge donkey balls. Um, I can't remember, the last year that has been just as crappy as this one has been. And I guess no, it's probably been a year and a half. It has. I can't blame it all on 2024. 2023 sucked monkey balls, but 24 sucked great big donkey balls. And so I've gained all sorts of weight and not done my workouts on the regular. And I'm going to start doing those. And I was thinking, even with these afternoon streams, maybe that's something that I can incorporate doing. I used to work out while watching live streams, but it's a pain in the ass because I cannot type in chat while I'm walking, right? Like you really can't do that. If you're trying to do a plank and then suddenly someone says something in chat and you've got the perfect response for them, it's very, very hard to get in there. And, so I was thinking that it might be fun if I started doing my walkouts, which I call them because it's literally just me walking in place. But if I do those while we're doing the chat thing, because then I can keep up with chat and I could just speak my response. I don't have to try and type and pause it for a second while I go and type in chat. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, oh crap, I've got to go back and start again. And I can't remember which foot I should start on. And yeah, it's a whole big thing. So maybe I'll do the walkouts with you guys during these chat streams and kill or get two birds stoned at once, as Ricky likes to say. SH is saying hi to Mr. Q, and Rose is saying it was the wrong type for me, messed me up. I've had some friends that really couldn't, bodies really couldn't handle birth control. Like I said, I was on it from 12 on. I've only been off of it for maybe 5-10 years, and that's only because I was told that I wouldn't be able to get pregnant anymore. So why the heck? It's one more medicine, that I'm popping. Why would I continue to take it? So Squabub says that really explains two sets of twins, Lady Autumn Sky. SH says morning sex was good. When you wake up before the alarm, just antsy. There you go. Maybe it's just me. As I get older in life, I get the ick. I need teeth brushed. I need yeah. I need to not be kissing morning breath. But I'm totally cool with hopping out of bed to go pee and brush your teeth and then hopping back into bed. Like I said, mornings are my best time. Someone once explained fibro as everyone, it's like the spoon analogy. Everyone, when they wake up in the morning, they've got X number of spoons in their cup, and each thing that they do throughout the day takes one spoon or costs a spoon. And people with fibro start out with half as many spoons, and it costs twice as much to use to do anything with those spoons. So when I first wake up in the morning, that is the best I will be all day. Everything will just, get a little bit worse, a little bit harder throughout the day. And in my opinion, as long as there's a toothbrushing in between the wake up and the morning sex, I'm all for it. That's when I get to enjoy it the most anyways. Bobby says we women are so picky. Well, of course we are. We're women, You guys are kind of hard to understand too. Just, in a different way. Bobby says, oh, I got to do nasty things under perfect circumstances. Okay, fair enough, but I still stand by I need you to brush your teeth if you want to get morning nookie. That's, that's just me. Shetty is saying, wait, Bobby, can you take a picture and make it be green screen abled? Oh no, I see what. No, you don't need that. No, you don't need that. Shenny's saying hi to Mr. Q and also to SH and Squab. And to Lady and Rose and MJ. Squab saying, Shenny, I'm glad you no longer stink. I've got the photos to prove it. That dog went to the groomers this morning. He was wearing his driving goggles and grinning and his tongue out, just the happiest puppers you've ever did see. Mind you, he was on his way there, so he didn't know he was hitting the groomers yet. He may not have been impressed once he got there. I don't know how he feels about the groomers. Hello, T3. How you doing? Dropping in to say hi and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Well, happy holidays. I think, yeah, I think when did we just saw you recently? It must have been on one of our weekend streams, like a Saturday or a Sunday. But I know we just saw you recently, and since we saw you, um, your stream has been coming up in my feed. It's not coming up while you're live. It tells me about you after you've finished your live stream, but it's a heck of a lot better than it had been. So I guess it's just the contact. Suddenly, it's enough for YouTube to go, okay, well maybe they do want to see each other's stuff. And Bobby's going, oh, sniz up, it BT3. Shenny's saying, Captain and Cynthia as well. I'm working. New y'all stick around. And Rose is saying hi to T3. And everyone is saying hi to everyone. Hiya, Bobby. Hiya, Shenny. Hiya, Rose. Hiya, Stingy. Hiya, T3. See? And as long as, oh, there's a quick one as well. Shenny said, hi, Peggy. She went back to make sure she got everyone. And all of a sudden, I'm back here with Bobby, and it's 5 o'clock, and I'm only 17 minutes behind in chat again. I like that. I like those occasional highs because it lets me catch up. Bobby says, well, I had these work lights where the stands got busted up, and I worked with green screens before. The rule was more lights, more, not enough lights. Give me more lights. Lol. Okay. I've never done a whole lot of work with green screens. That sort of technology was just coming in as I was going through and graduating from makeup school and special effects and all of that. So I've never had to work with them. Green screens kind of helped the technology that is replacing special effects makeup. So, yeah, there's that. But no, I think those things, you're going to have a lot of fun with those green screens. I can't wait to watch and see the ridiculousness that is you and your streaming capabilities in the Discord. T3 is saying hello as well. That's a good thing about talking all this time. My coffee may be cold, but I've got eggnog in it, so it still tastes good. Yeah, Shenny's saying, Ditto went to the barber. We all smell much, much better now. Oh, okay. Shenny's saying, I just used a red Tupperware tumbler. That's right. I forgot about that. And I heard you set the last of them up, I think, the other day. Um, but yeah, it really is. It's a matter of what you've got to hand that will help. See, if I sit back, all of a sudden the full on orange is there. Um, and the tip of my nose gets whiter and whiter. But if I sit ahead, it's much less harsh and obvious. You can see that I've got wrinkles and shit, but fuck, I'm 45. If you don't have wrinkles and shit at 45, then you haven't lived. Bobby says, problem is I can't be too bright because everything I use is dark or monochrome. But ting. You are just being cute, aren't you? T3 says, white spot on your nose. Did I wake up? YouTube passed. Am I getting scrooged? Did you have that issue as well? I also use Streamlabs decided at some point to add a filter, and I had never used one before, but just above the white spot on my nose, I've got a red spot. It's a red spot. It's a blood vessel that's very close to the surface of the skin, and sometimes it's uber red, and I look like Rudolph, and other times it's just normal. So the very lowest setting of the Streamlabs or StreamYard filter is just enough to blend it out so that when it's not angry, you can't really tell unless I point to it. It's not really noticeable. But yeah, I'm getting the idea that you too had the white nose issue. Or no, oh my gosh, I'm looking and seeing, and now I'm picking up what you're laying down, and it's the Ricada white nose spot that we're joking about, right? Yeah, no, I don't have those kind of white nose spots anymore. No, I'm well along and over having those kind of white spots. But this light is awful. I'm a little thick. It takes me a minute to catch up to the joke, but I got there. Jenny's saying, Bobby, you didn't send it to me, did you? I just saw the look like a light screens we had. Okay. Um, Thank you, Rose. I look beautiful, look very nice, lights and everything. Thank you. I just, yeah, I totally remember telling Miss K Griff to put some lingerie on the lamp to make it feel better. And I went, oh yeah, why don't I do that too? Bobby's laughing. Angelic, it's an inverted pentagram. Oh, well, that it could be that too. I was thinking because you said the halo. I was thinking you set yourself up just right with that green screen. Oh, oh shoot. Why is it that every time I click around, it decides to move the chat on me? Squab is saying we're on the same page about Christmas. Yeah, it's just a day. I mean, if there were kids around, then of course I'd decorate, and of course I go, ooh, fun, and all that stuff. But um, it's just me, and I know the truth, so why bother? And you know what? The last 5 or 6 Christmases now have been so stressless. It's been beautiful. It's just a normal everyday day. I don't need to worry about buying the right gift for everyone and cooking the meal properly and having everything show up at the right time. And oh, is everyone going to come over to the same place? But these two aren't talking to those two. And this is said about that. And I don't have any of that. It's just for me, it's going to be a Wednesday morning and I'm going to wake up. It's so lovely. It really is. And I don't have to worry about all the um, Christmas decorations and the cats knocking things over because Sweets is definitely one of those cats that likes to look at you dead in the eye while she slowly taps something until it falls off the table. That's her favorite job, her favorite game rather. Rose is saying, "Do the late lights make y'all hot?" Um, some get hot under theirs. Yeah, I'm sure some of them do. I'm literally just sitting underneath the ceiling fan with light that is my dining room light. So the only lights I have is what's coming at me from the TV, and then whatever's in the room, built into the room. So for me, it's not too hot. I get, like I said, hot spots on the tip of my nose and whatnot, but it's not too warm. I've been that white spot has really bothered me. That's why I'm part of the reason why I moved the camera over to the other side again too. Um, so I'm gonna have to invest in some sort of proper lighting, but it doesn't have to make you super hot. You don't have to get really uber powerful lights. It's just nowadays you can get really good LED lights. Don't put off any heat at all, and they've got the RGB, so you can do basically whatever you need to do with your um, with just a regular light. You don't have to have special ring lights and stuff. Shush! Don't tell professionals I said that you don't need a ring light or three. Jesus was born in the spring. We stole all the pagan celebrations and renamed them. Yep, yep. And then we didn't do any of this. We've just been fed that shit for like ages, hundreds and hundreds of years now. But anyone who can do the math and knows that Jesus lived 33 and a half years, you can figure out that he wasn't born in the end of December. So at that point, it's just Santa, and Santa's only for kids. So, lady saying, "Hi, Shenny. Didn't mean to miss you. I was serving a snack." Ooh, I haven't had cottage cheese in a long time. The only time I buy cottage cheese these days is in the middle of the hot summer, and when I'm making lasagna, which isn't very often because it's too expensive. Oh, Bobby saying some of the shows I've are so bad nobody would even want to admit they produced them. I know you've showed me a few clips, and there's a few of them, like that Japanese one, um, that I need to see now. I have seen too much to not see all of it, and once I've seen all of it, I'm sure I will regret having seen it, but right now it's too late. I need to see it all. You've got some weird stuff. I've got. Did you ever see Harold and Maude? Just came to the top of my head right now, Bobby. Just for a very oddball, weird movie. Not on the same level as that Japanese one, but Harold and Maude was pretty interesting movie. Uh, okay, you guys are all snacking. I fed the girls so that they would put on the show at the beginning there. That works really well. And I haven't fed myself yet though, so I know it should be a laugh. Yeah. It's going to be funny the stuff that he's going to show. Um I can't wait. He's got a lot of crazy stuff. SH says I have scars on my legs and the top of my foot from scratching. Yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the reason this blood vessel is so close to the surface of the skin is because the itching always starts on my nose. So I think I've probably irritated skin over my lifetime. Oh no, cold water. Okay. Yes, I use like I said, the face cloth and as hot well, warm water. I would use as hot water as I can get and to get rid of the itch feeling. I haven't used cold water. I'll give it a go next time. Maybe that'll help. I just know once that nose goes, I'm hooped. Rose is saying that's the most awful thing about my newest body appliance. It's awful and I can never just be naked. I can, but it's not okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But it's not necessarily a for 100, forever, right? Like it's not a permanent part of your being. Um hopefully. Shared responsibilities all week. I just wish I could take a hot bath. I miss those so bad. Uh I don't know how you're feeling, hon. I've always hated baths. I've always been a shower girl. If you're going to be in that much water, then you might as well be swimming. And a tub isn't big enough to swim in, so there's just no point. Rose says it feels like I'm a fire ant. I'm in a fire ant bed, and Diggs constantly stings, clawing the itch. Yes, yes, yes. Apparently, someone I know that has shingles said that it can feel their shingles feels a little bit like that, although it's not head to toe every single inch of them. It's specific locations, but it is a similar sort of a feeling. 2024 has sucked big donkey balls. Heck yeah. On Mr. Q's cooking too. Yeah, see, I have to wait until after we're done here and then I'll eat. But I did mine just before Christmas grocery shop. So I've got all sorts of goodies in there. I don't celebrate Christmas as a day, but that doesn't mean I have to ignore the eggnog and the pies and the shortbread. I can still eat turkey. It's just not going to be a whole roast turkey with stuffing and all of that. Um, just smaller portions is all. Oh, yeah, some come easy and some are hard. You're talking about the intros, outros, and all the fancy songs. I know that the AI song. I can't remember which one that was. not Canva. It was Suno, I think. Suno does the music. That helped a lot. Um, I think eventually I'm going to have to rewrite my theme song, but for now I really really like it, and it was all done by that AI, so I'm pretty impressed. Rose is saying, I have one who just turned 35 in December and one who will turn 35 in January. Ah, yes. Um, are they? No, I know who you're talking about. Okay, never mind. I was going to ask a stupid question, but I caught up again. Shenny saying, you go on and cook, Mr. Q. Don't always get to say hey to you, but I wanted to make sure I did today. It's a couple days ago I missed you. And Cynthia's in agreement as well. 24 has not been good. And Mr. Q says his son needs cookies for Santa. There you go. There you go. Rose is saying StreamYard is super slow with the comments on that side. Yeah, and it doesn't they don't show Rumble rants and super chats and stuff. So you still have to have your windows open. Um, well, you should have your windows open. I don't have my windows open. I don't get those sort of things, and I'm not asking you guys to. That's not what I was getting at. But StreamYard, there's an awful lot of things that now that I've been using it for a while, I can see where improvements could be made. Um, and then an awful lot of that is strictly by using OBS. It'll make a lot of those issues non-existent. So I think we're all in agreement. 2024 sucked rotten ass, giant donkey balls, tea bagging donkey balls. SH says, who needs kissing? Just get it done. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, and immediately the first thought in my head is, and if you do it from behind, then you don't have to worry at all. Rose is saying, my husband got a vasectomy way back in 94. See, yeah, once you're good, once you know you don't have to worry, what's the point in being on birth control and or getting those shots or IUDs or all of that stuff, especially like in your case, he's your husband, right? So you don't have to worry about STDs or anything, so you don't have to worry about condoms anymore. It's so very lovely. That was one of the nicer. Again, I like to see the glass is half full. You always look on the brighter side of life, as Monty Python likes to say, and at the very least, not being told that I can't have kids did help, because it got me off of a pretty heavy duty birth control, which I'd been on since I was 12, and it really did. Yeah, getting off the birth control really did help. It's the weirdest thing, but it helped to settle my moods a bit. It's like I'd been on them so long that they were doing the opposite to what they were supposed to be doing, at least mentally, because they're also used for antidepressants or some such. They have those properties to them. Lady Autumn Sky says, I lost my favorite uncle and my dad, both unexpected. Then my dog and Jeff both passed in a couple of months of each other. This year's been tough. Yeah, I'm so sorry for all of your losses. It's yeah, it's been a year of loss all the way around, and I am really really hoping that all this years of loss, maybe we'll have a whole bunch of years of newbies coming in. There's an awful lot of our group who are still having kids, or just about to start having kids. I know the oldest of my nieces and nephews, well, the one is in his 20s now, so the oldest of them are starting to get into that age where dating and marriage and kids may become a thing. So hopefully that's what we're getting the next few years, is a whole bunch of good stuff. Rose says the only birth control that worked acted like a yeast brewing pill. Oh gosh. Par for the course, right? Sorry, but true. I couldn't take it. Morning sex is awful unless you let me pee and don't get in my face. See? Okay, so we're in agreement. It's too bad we're both women then, eh? We'd be perfect for each other if we weren't women and living so far apart. Squab Up is giving Lady Autumn Sky hugs. Yeah, yeah. It's there's been an awful lot of loss. There's been enough loss. We need to get some good stuff happening again. Mr. Q says, at my age, I got time for mouthwash. I got time for mouthwash or brushing teeth before sex, period. And I'm so paranoid about odors. Imagine me now with this damn thing on my belly. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's awful, hun. That, like I said, just keep focused on the fact that it's not a forever thing. You can get better, and you will get better. And bit by bit, day by day, you'll be able to start doing things, and you won't need like your walker, and you won't eventually won't need your little oh, what did they call it? Um, it was your belly bracelet. That's it. I had a friend calling it a belly bracelet. So I don't know if that helps at all. Calling it a belly bracelet makes it feel a little bit nicer that you've got to have this thing hanging off you. I don't know. It sure made me laugh. So Shenny's saying he's got a bow on his hip now. Bow on his oh. Do you mean his he got a bow on his neck, not hip? You're talking about Ditto, I'm assuming, coming back from the groomers. Hello, JKD Buck. How you doing, buddy? You're dropping in to say hello. Hello. 17 to 40. Okay, you might still be here. Oh, yeah, Shenny, you're right. We'll let you know. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, we will, Shenny and I are going to do our usual Saturday, Sunday streams. It's just going to be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day instead. So tomorrow, we start a stream at 6 p.m. Pacific time. You guys can do your own math. You can add as many hours as you need to. But we will be going at 6 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow evening, and then 1:30 p.m. Pacific on Christmas Day. So if you're at home, if you're bored, if you need a break from the family who is driving you batshit crazy, whatever it is, we'll be there. So if you need us, come hang out. I'm sure we'll be, doing something fun or funny at least. So come and have a good time with us. Yes, everyone, not least T3, but yeah, everyone. Squabby, you can come through too if you're not doing anything. Mr. Q, SH, all of you guys. Like I said, for me, it's just another day, so it really doesn't, it doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot. But we'll be there in case those of you who do still celebrate aren't able to be with loved ones. We'll be there. We can't be your loved ones necessarily because we can't force you to love us, but we'll be there and we'll be talking. And so, hopefully you won't be bored. I don't know. That's about as good as promotion as I'm going to be able to get. I'm sorry, Shenny. Do come and hang out with us though, because she puts so much work into the openings and closings and all the songs and everything. So even if you don't come for anything else, come and listen to the opening and the closing. Rose is saying, Mr. Q, I'm going to listen. I'm going to be blunt. The Hubs has numbness from chest, waist down from spinal injury. He decided to try a pill in Cialis. It's an everywhere day, and I give him testosterone shots. Oh, okay. He decided to try the pill Cialis, and you take it every day. I've heard of testosterone shots. I may be misunderstanding, but he has to take a Cialis every day. I didn't know it was a. I thought it was a take 2 hours before wanting to see results kind of a medicine, not a daily thing like a low dose aspirin or something. That's interesting. Mr. Q's gonna go. He says, "Have a wonderful evening, everyone. It's time for football." There you go. You have a wonderful time, and I hope whatever team you're cheering for wins. Yes, definitely come on through. We'll be there. We'll be having fun. So we'll give you a break from the yelling, screaming kids or the fighting in-laws or whatever it is. JK saying hi to Squabby, and T3 saying, "Yeah, I always need a break from them." See, there you go. Alabama Rose saying, "No, stop those. Eek." But that was 22 minutes ago. Talking about the live streaming. Oh my goodness. And then we were talking about the Cialis. Okay, we're still talking about yeah, I got you with the sex thing. Oh no, you don't want that one read out loud. I'm so sorry, hon. When you remove it, when you remove it from YouTube, StreamYard StreamYard still has it. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Hopefully I didn't put it on the screen. I think I did put it on the screen too. I'm sorry. But you know what? It's a thing and it happens. I'm so sorry. Tell your hubs I'm sorry too. But if it helps any, we're all going to be needing our estrogen and testosterone shots at one point or another, eventually. And she's saying same football time. All right. Well, I hope that whatever team that you watch will also win. I just hope that you're not watching competing teams. You caught on. It took me a few, but I got there. It is not drywall dust either. I don't have wrinkles, says Rose, but I've noticed my neck changing from propping and looking at the phone so much. Oh, I know. I feel like I was born with a weak chin. That was thank you, Dad. Gave me the weak chin. But I've noticed all the years of looking down at my phone to play my phone games, and it's developing its own. It's almost like a muscle, and it's developing when it shouldn't. And then for a while there, everyone was doing that potato face thing that I will not do, and I'm going to hold my face in place so I don't do it just out of reflex. But when people were doing that on purpose, I don't have to do that on purpose. My face was built that way. So I'm hoping doing my walkouts on the regular will help with that too. Crossing fingers. Captain saying the white spot is a remnant from morning sex. I don't like morning breath. Do you really think I want a cream pie to the face first thing in the morning? No. So that's not what from the white spot is from. At least not in my case, anyways. What you people do in your morning beds is up to you guys. Cynthia says, I had my first gray hair at 19. I've earned every one of them since. Yes, well, you were firefighter, girl. You definitely earned them. My aunt started going gray at 16. And she was full gray before she was even into her mid-20s. So I'm lucky I was a strawberry blonde. So it just, now that it's graying, it just looks like I've got dirty blonde hair. When I don't remember to dye it, which I didn't do. I've been meaning to color my hair for the last 2-3 weeks now, and I just the dye is sitting on the kitchen or on the bathroom counter. It's just waiting to be done, but it's such a hassle. You girls, especially if you're doing the root touch up, it's there's an awful lot of work involved in doing it properly. It takes a lot of effort. And so I have to work myself up to the point where I'm okay with having to stand there for, a half an hour, 40 minutes, making sure I get the scalp properly covered and everything's and it's such a hassle. Squabby says, I don't have any wrinkles because I never look at myself. Well, that's one way to do it too. I guess if I just stopped looking at myself, I wouldn't have to worry anymore. Get yourself a false squab nose. Get myself a little squab beak. Put them with my hook nipples, right? Rose is saying hi to Cynthia. Oh, SH knows it. Harold and Maude. The soundtrack is Cat Stevens' album, Mona Bond Jackson. Good movie, good album. Recommend both. Yes. The first time I ever saw it, I was young enough that I was going, what the fuck? What did I just watch? Why am I allowed to watch it? Why is Super Channel doing this for me? But it was such an interesting and intriguing movie. I had to watch it again a couple years later, and then again a couple years after that. And it really is a good movie, but it's weird. Like it's not a movie. It's not a movie I ever expected at all. It was very, very good, but not at all what I expected. And that album, my mom had it on vinyl. We got to listen to it an awful lot. Rose is saying, Squabby, that's me. I never look in a mirror unless by accident or necessity. And Squabby's saying, Rose and I could inspect each other like monkeys. Yeah. just a little, just, point it out when you see something on them and just, okay, you gotta get that gone. Bobby says OBS is great. Getting chat on screen is a fun time. I know that's one of the things I want to be able to do. Chat on the screen. I think that would be very helpful. With OBS, I could actually play a game on stream and still have control of the rest of my PC. I would also be able to see the screen as you guys are seeing it and not just see the game. I could put myself on in the corner of the screen while I'm gaming. It's all these wonderful things that OBS can do. I just have to get it one thing at a time. You've been troubleshooting with me. You know what's going on. This PC is going to work one way or another. I'm going to check it out and buy a whole brand new one. And I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you. We're getting through this together. Yes, I talked to it. Squab saying I had chili and fries for dinner. It was awful, but the dog and I will have fun tonight. There you go. The dog and I will have fun tonight. Well, there you go. See, look at the brighter side of life. There's always something good coming out of every bad thing. You just have to be able to find it. Exactly. Nothing necessary after. 2024 can get the fuck out. Yeah. Yeah. And Rose is laughing at Squab Bob. The hub's foot is broken in 3 places. That man can't stop hurting himself. I swear, I've never met a man as accident prone as I am, Rose. But your husband, he's right up there. That poor man. He can't win for losing, it seems like. SH is saying, dang, didn't know that birth control could help with your mood. Maybe I should have been taking it after all. My nurse suggested that I try birth control now instead of like Premarin yet. Okay. Yeah, it was, or at least the ones that they were supplying in the late 80s, early 90s. were antidepressants as well. It was a happy side effect. um, so yeah, they were having fun with the birth control with me because of course I had other stuff. I was on other antidepressants and stuff as well. So I was a lovely little guinea pig for doctors for a lot of the 80s and 90s. We put me on all sorts of different stuff and different levels and mixing and matching. And yeah, I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And now I can look back and say, well, shit, I don't think all of that was due to my health issues. I think some of it was due to the fact that they had me on so many ridiculous antipsychotic and antidepressant drugs for stuff that, you know, is relatively normal. Stop pinning those comments. YouTube will get you. Oh, just showing them? Okay. And then Shenny says, and then I do it anyways. No, they put a handkerchief on his neck and a lovely Xmas bow on his hip. Xmas bow on his hip? That's cute. That's cute. I've not seen that before either. It was always, yeah, the handkerchief or the little bow in the ear. My brother's ex-wife is a dog groomer, so yeah, I got to see all that stuff. Sure can, Squab. I've got to put Mama's little dog. Oh, no, really? Oh, I'm so sorry, Rose. You guys, yeah. I'm getting it. I'm starting to clue in now. I'm sorry, hon. Um, God darn it. That really sucks. We're almost there. 2 more weeks, roughly 2 more weeks, and we can just it's done. We can pack it up, put it in a box. So 2024 will no longer exist. Um, and we can just go on about life. Hey, where's Cool Frog? I never saw him around, says Rose. He drops in whenever he can. He's got he had a different job, so he's got a new streaming schedule. And Bobby's saying eggnog. Yes, I half the cup was eggnog. There was just enough coffee to flavor it, so it doesn't matter that it's cold. It's still drinkable. Hello, Mr. Beat. How you doing? And read it anyways. Oh my God. I know, Rose. I'm so sorry. I'm 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 so used to getting in trouble for reading ahead, that I'm purposely not reading ahead, but then I read stuff that I don't need to read. Stick around, I promise I'll figure it out. And then I read it anyway. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought that it was the last one and that we were done worrying. So I didn't worry about the next one. I'm sorry. Holy Hannah. And I did a dab. I did a dab before I started, but I haven't done a dab since. I really am that thick sometimes. I'm sorry. T3 is saying, okay, have a great Christmas or non-Christmas. I got to run over to Nerd Stream. He's got nobody in there. Love y'all. Okay, thank you. You have a great one too. I haven't caught a nerd output, or yeah, I haven't caught one of his streams in a long time either. Um, Mr. Beat saying hello and hello and hello. Unfortunately, that's caught me up before too. I delete, but she can still see it. Yes, because StreamYard doesn't know that YouTube let you delete it. I'm very sorry. When it's a me stream, maybe just yeah, as a point of awareness, when it's a digger stream, if you don't want it read, tell it to me in Discord. Don't tell it to me in because unlike a lot of chatters, I'm the whole point of this is to talk with you guys. So I'm going to be reading pretty much every single one. I'll skip over everyone saying hi, 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 hi. That sort of thing. But yeah, it's just out of habit. I will read it, and 8 times out of 10, it will end up on the screen. Shenny hasn't beaten it into my head yet to get every single one in up and on the stream. Um, but we're getting there. I'm sorry. Hello, Hobo. How you doing? I'm sticking my foot in my mouth and then trying to swallow it. How are you doing? Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Bobby says, I have tons of gray hairs and I'm 35, but they look all sparkly. That's because I don't think they're actually gray hair. You're a golden blonde too. Um, so a lot of times before we hit gray, we go through blonde. So you'll have a whole lot of nice light blonde hairs, and it'll look like you're starting to go to a dishwater blonde is what they called it, dirty blonde. Um, but it doesn't look gray. It just doesn't match the red. Oh no, everyone's having that issue. So Rose is having that trouble. SH had to learn the lesson, and MJ also had to learn the lesson that just because you erase your chat doesn't mean that it gets erased, because StreamYard sees it and they keep it and show it to us, even though it's erased from the YouTube. Um, and then yeah, because it's a chat stream, it's gonna end up on it's gonna end up on screen and being read. Shetty says, hey Squab, I wasn't fat until I looked in the mirror either. I know, right? As long as I don't look in the mirror, I can forget about some things. SH is saying, I've had my hair dye sitting by the bathroom door since September, I think. I know. It's been sitting right beside my face wash and my face creams. And it's been sitting there for at least 2 weeks now. At least. And I will get to it. But if I leave it too much longer, I'm gonna just have to do a whole head 2-box thing again instead of just doing the one. Hello, Dom. How you doing, buddy? Oh, see? Oh, okay. I can read this one because you're laughing at me. Yeah, I knew it would still show on her side, but said don't read. It's good to read ahead sometimes. I know. I get yelled at for reading ahead in chat though. So for me, I'm the opposite. I've been trained to not. Mr. Beat says, once I turned 40, I started going gray fast, but I couldn't care less. I'm just glad I still have hair. See, there you go. There you go. Gray is not, it doesn't really matter. My stepdad was an actual true, like, ginger, like that orange red, that deep orange red that I dye to get. I use hair dye to get to it. My stepdad and my stepbrothers, they're all got that naturally. And my stepdad's hair went pure white. There's none of that weird rusty color at all. He's just got this long, shaggy mane of white hair. It's awesome. I hope that someday I can have like white hair. That would be cool. Dom says, I didn't mean to be late. It just happened. Well, there you go. Pay attention to the Discord. Or just be late. It doesn't really matter. You got here, and that's all that really matters. SH is saying, Mr. Beat, optimism. Nice. Dom says, I was chewing out my employee. You've got an employee now. Good. That's good. You need some help over there. Rose is saying ahead. Yeah, I know. I will try and do better, but yeah. If you don't want it read, just don't put it in my chat because it very likely will. Bobby says, woo, I'm zooted on the egg goop. Oh, it was like 60% bourbon. Okay. That would do it. Yeah, I don't do those But I really like eggnog in my coffee this time of year. If you pin one with things that YouTube doesn't like and they see it, oh, interesting. So they're looking at everything. Well, I'll go back and start pinning the Rumble link. And I think I figured out with Kick. They finally verified my verified account. So I think I'm okay and I might be able to start streaming there too. So we'll see. Or not Kick, sorry, Twitch. Twitch has finally verified my verified account. So well, that send never pin anything I say, but I'm not Sam Show. Bobby says Jenny has done a number on you, hasn't she? She has, and she probably is laughing. You're right. I'm saying, yeah, I was catching heck for reading ahead last night. Yeah. Blonde, they go red. Well, I mean, at least for me, I was golden blonde. So as I've gotten older, the gold has faded and I've gone to kind of a dirty blonde, and then that will eventually turn into grays and salt and peppers. If my mom's hair is anything to go by, it looks like she has like spends a lot of money to have her hair dyed the way it looks. So crossing fingers, I get my mom's salt and pepper. Dad's, on the other hand, he lost most of his, but what he's got is still the same brown as it's always been. Um, it never did go gray. He's got a couple of individuals, but for the most part, it's still brown. And Bobby's laughing. I've got that sneaky redheaded thing going on. Yeah, it's the golden in there, and the sneaky blue eyes too. I know, right? The swamp witch said to me, "Yeah, they're coming in nicely, the gray hairs, because I'm turning into her." Oh, no, you not. The very best. We learn from the lessons they teach us, and we become better than them. And just remember that. MJ says sometimes it will remove it when you don't want it to, like when I answered Chenny's question about the band Hall and Oates, and it was removed. I know, right? Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. And now they're asking the mods to okay certain comments. Like that's I just don't understand. What are they getting? Are they getting emails and stuff? Right? And why aren't I, as the host of the stream, getting messaged and asked about it? Right? But that's just me asking silly questions. SH says, I had hoped I would go silver, but no such luck. It's a mix of white and gray shades. I have the wide stripes of gray on either side of my head. Well, that's cool. You've got the oh shoot, what are they? Kind of like Cruella DeVille, not the center shock, but you still got those really cool unique streaks. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that my hair has always been so multi-tonal. I'm hoping that mine will stay that way. But if it ends up like my mom's, I'll be happy with that too. Shenny says yes, and she better not start learning bad tricks now. Maybe that'll be in the description from now on the chat streams. We will have a little disclaimer. All chats can and will be shown on screen. Do not share anything you do not want shared with the entire group. Oh, you smart ass. Yeah, I own the company. I'm self-employed. Worst boss ever. Yes. I had that. I was in that boat too once. There's Cool Frog. See, I told you he'd pop in whenever he's around. How you doing, buddy? A Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. You still got a little one, so probably Merry Christmas. Bobby saying the men in my family all went bald. but thankfully the hair gene is passed down in the mother's line. Yep, hair is insanely thick. I will be very happy to end up like Gandalf. Yeah, you might just. Um, my brother's still got a full head of hair. Um, it's yeah, it's more. Yeah, I don't know. I'd still say it's dirty blonde. He's got some grays coming in, but it's a dirty blonde still. Yeah, were your ears burning, Cool Frog? I was just talking about you. There you go. Bobby says, so you're saying I'll be more powerful than the Swamp Witch? Well, yes. We learn and we improve and we better the skills. Yeah, you'll be way more powerful. Just bide your time. It will happen. And MJ says maybe Hall and Oates are Republicans, so they removed it out of habit. That could be it too. Because that specifically was happening just before the election, wasn't it? So they were on like the highest of high alerts at that time. Click. Dom is saying, if you want cool, I can hold her while you throw small balls of Play-Doh at her. You smart ass. And then Bobby comes in out of nowhere with beware my magic toenail. Beware your magic toenail. As long as it's not one of those, clipped into points. I've seen people do that with their toes. It's just weird. It's gross. It's icky. Oh. All right. Well, let's see here. We've talked about gray hair. We've talked about magic toenails. We've talked about stuff we shouldn't have talked about that we were warned not to talk about, but then we talked about anyways because we're thick and we don't always comprehend everything that's coming into the head the minute it comes into the head. We've talked about annoying relatives and loved ones and holidays and how not everyone celebrates everything. And Jesus was most definitely not born in the end of December. Um, don't suppose, don't suppose you heard about Aaron playing with Play-Doh this morning? No, I didn't. Was there even more to the Play-Doh? I just thought he was being silly talking about holding me down so that Cool Frog can chuck small balls of Play-Doh at her. And Cool Frog laughed along with it. But now you're saying that Aaron did something with Play-Doh this morning? Oh, good Lord. No, I did not. It wasn't Play-Doh. Oh, no. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Why you do that? All I saw was the confetti that SP went to the trouble of making. Um, I didn't stick around for very long after Johnny left, so I didn't see. I think I caught the fact that people did pay enough to require him to clean up the confetti so that he could throw it again, but I did not watch him clean it up and throw it. By that time, I was way too bored. Sorry, I don't. That being said, I finally trained myself to start getting up early in the morning so I could catch the Vices streams again, and now there's no Vices streams. Damn it, Bobby! If I end up watching Steel Toe in the mornings just because there's nothing else on, I'm going to be really disappointed in you because it's your fault I even know they exist. Well, no, I know they exist because of Nick Ricada and his dumbass, but I only paid attention to anything about it because of you, so it's your fault. I got to find something better to watch in the morning. It wasn't Play-Doh on SH. Oh, that I forgot about that. Oh, he was rolling his foot around in dog poop. He thought it was a. Oh no! He thought it was a pen. And then he thought, why would he think it was Play-Doh? His kids, even if they're young enough to still play with Play-Doh, I don't think his kids would be playing with it in his studio. Why would he think it's Play-Doh? It was a roll of dog ass. Oh my good Lord. So, see, now I'm visualizing it. He's just playing with it with his foot. I hope he's wearing shoes, not barefoot or socks. How gross. You should watch, just listen to what Sam Show says. It's horrible. Okay, I will do that. SH says little Lemmy has been streaming in the morning at the same time lately. She's fun. Okay, I've heard her name mentioned a couple of times. But I didn't really know who she was. I assumed she was, one of the many streamers that I'm only just learning about. So I will try and do that because, yeah, I'm really, I'm hard to train, and damn it, I was finally getting up in time for Vice's streams. And I kind of like getting up. I mean, even getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's nice because I've got a whole day to do stuff. And in my situation where I'm everything only gets harder as the day progresses. Like I'm at my best first thing in the morning when I wake up. I like getting up earlier and being able to get some more stuff done. Bobby says, well, I mean, it's Aaron. He isn't that smart. Fair enough. And that's why I don't stick around all that much. I mean, he says some funny things. I mean, he seems okay, but it's just not my cup of tea, I guess. I don't know. He's not a bad guy, and he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't do it for me. Eh. And I really hate to watch something just because it's on. I would much rather find something that I can be interested in. Bobby's saying I roast the shit out of Lemmy. She was, yeah, I've seen her. Like I said, I've seen her in a few places, and I've seen her mentioned to the Monday mixtape, which I am now streaming during. Which, yeah, I wasn't thinking when I decided I was going to stream. I had to set times and days and do it right, and so I did. But I really didn't take into account all the other things that I have going on. And other streams that I actually enjoy watching, and stuff like that. But I figured, if I'm going to do it, I better do it, right? So, unfortunately, 4 o'clock, except on Mondays, 4 o'clock my time is boring. So I'm going to miss the Monday mixtape, which is unfortunate because they were playing some really, really good tunes. SH says, oh, good idea. Sam Show says what we all want to say, but turned up to 11 or worse. Yes. Yes. That sounded like Johnny for a second. What did? Roasting. Oh, or me pussyfooting around whether or not I like Aaron. I can't judge whether I like him or not because I don't know the guy. But his show doesn't do it for me. I can watch anyone aggregate news and tell me about it. So I don't know. I don't know what I said that sounded like that. Oh, that's just not for me. Yeah, I use meh a lot. I don't know if that's him, but the pussyfooting around the kind of being nice about it. SH says I don't know much about Lemmy and Granny, but from the little I know, they seem like okay folks. Okay, are Lemmy and Granny connected in some way? Because Granny's on corn diff, right? Oh, it was how I said it. Okay, it was my tone of voice. Wait, Digger, I have a question. It's important. Did I dab? You're typing too fast. Every time I go to click on when you're moving it. Did I dab? I dabbed before the stream. You dabbed. Well, I should dab, right? I don't know. If I dab now, we're gonna end up. I'm gonna say really dumb, stupid stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to stick around and shoot the shit for a little while longer? Should I close the stream down for the evening and I'll see you guys again tomorrow? Your call. I don't know how many there are of you. It's StreamYard says 4, but StreamYard is wrong. Um, it's totally wrong, and I have proven that to myself multiple times over. SH is saying, yep. Bobby is saying you should dab. Bobby is saying, stop saying dab. Dabby, 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 dab. SH says they're together for a long time, and Granny is on with corn dip. Okay, so I do know who you're talking about with Granny then. If you dab now, I'm still here to help you if I need to. I've got 4 on this end in YouTube, and MJ's still here too. Okay. Okay, cool. Well then, okay, I will dab. Well, I know that Rumble's numbers do not show up on StreamYard at all. I figured that much out. Granny is the only one I like. Now, which one is Granny out of the 4? Is he the I can't remember. Is he the old skinny dude? Well, not old. I'm old too if he's old. But is he the skinny dude, or is he the weird face avatar thing? I know he's not corn dip, so he's not the corn cob. The blonde Florida man. Oh, he's a Florida man. Hillbilly. There we go. Looks like a hillbilly. You're saying Granny's the only one you like. Blonde Florida man. Shanae says, no, Rumble does normally show. Your Rumble show. Mine doesn't. I gave you the R and I took the H. Oh, okay. Right. So that affects whether they show up in there too, in the count. Okay. Interesting. The one that looks like he has a Trans Am. Okay. Or an El Camino. But I know for sure who you're talking about then. Yeah. Freebird. Or, Matthew McConaughey's character in Dazed and Confused. You know, I keep getting older, but the high school girls stay the same age. SH is saying that's the best description I've seen yet. That's good. Blonde Florida man. The the hillbilly. I like that, the blonde Florida man, because you say that and that's exactly what I picture. That works very well. So what's the name of the guy that has the weird face avatar with the big round nose? Because I don't know. I've seen them a few times, but I don't watch it all that often. And I'm going to turn this off because I don't know what the YouTubes think about any of these things. So I will not remove myself. I will just stop the camera. I can keep talking, but I can't. I'm not going to put it on camera just in case, because I don't know. And everyone has different rules about these things too, right? You don't know? Okay, well maybe I'm thinking of a guy from a different show. Maybe it wasn't on Corn Diff show. Maybe I could be doing that. It's not uncommon for me to make mistakes. And I watch a lot of clippers now. Yeah, it's like a cartoony face with a big round nose. I can't remember. I watch a lot of clippers though because I like the clippers. Like I've talked to them enough that I like them, and so I'll watch their clips even though I haven't got the foggiest who their clips are about. I mean, I even watch Kino Casino, like their long form clips about people I don't know anything about, just because I enjoy them. I enjoy listening to them riff and rip on whoever. Doesn't really matter. So I'm starting to see and learn some of the names of the people in the Dabbleverse and the sector and stuff like that. But I don't really know all of them, and I may very well be putting them on shows that they're not on. It's just my head mixing things up. You never know. uh, It's corn diff, granny, and two dark-haired guys with facial hair. X-Core and the guy whose name escapes me. Okay, well then, yeah, I'm definitely picturing from a different stream then. You can hear the torch. Oh shit, that's right. I didn't go into the StreamYard sound settings. I forgot because they do that weird stuff. Well, hey, maybe because I didn't play with it, maybe you can hear the bong bubble. Okay? Listen really closely. Did you hear? Did you hear the bubbles? And while we're on the subject, do you have any Italian silverware? No, and I don't understand the basis of that joke. Um, I've heard people mention Italian silverware, but I don't know what the joke is. So MJ says, I don't know. Reminds me of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Mr. Hand to Spiko. It's been so many years since I've seen that movie. I'm not getting that reference either. Oh, um, but yeah, I've heard people mention Italian silverware, um, but I don't know what the joke is. Oh, SH doesn't know either. Okay, well that's good. That's it. So I'm not the only thick one in the group, or at least not when it comes to this joke. And Bobby says, well, if you Italian silverware the satellite man can't. Oh, right. Right. Okay. Now I know why that sounds familiar. I forgot all about that dude. That's right. There is this dude on YouTube. Um, he's a weird dude. He's a really weird dude. But the satellite man has been bending and cutting into his face for a while now. And he was told the Italian silverware will stop it, but it didn't stop it. Because he also can't yeah, he got the Italian silverware, but it didn't help anything because they were still bending his face. MJ says, I go to hit the back button and hit the arrow. Oh, I hate it when I do that too. Yeah, fat thumbs. That's why I hate typing on my tablet. It's just ridiculous. It starts to it thinks that my finger tapping isn't raising high enough away from the screen, so it starts to like draw a whole bunch of letters that I'm not wanting, or write a bunch of letters that I'm not wanting. Um, I don't know why it does that, but it's a pain in the butt, and it's all about the two fat thumbs. And he also can't spread your teeth. The satellite man, yes, yes, he's a weird man. He's nuts and he's crazy, very. But yeah, oof. He's a very strange man. Um, and apparently the feds through the satellite man have been digging his teeth out of his mouth and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, he's a strange dude, but he's the kind of strange dude that you want to keep watching or at least check up on every now and again so you know where he's at. You don't want the goddamn satellite man. He's definitely the type of person you want to know where he's at. You don't want to lose track of him because you don't know when something's going to happen. Oh. I'm good. Ah. See, tech gremlins. I just went to look at something and instead a whole bunch of other things opened that shouldn't have opened. There we go. Okay, putting it away now. Everything's done. Hands up. I'm just gonna sit here and not touch anything on the computer at all for the next few minutes. Let the tech gremlins know that they won. It is their PC. They have full control over it. They are very kind in allowing me to use it to do things with. SH says, I'm so used to the dragging to type on my phone. I had to use my laptop last week and I was trying to drag across the keyboard. Oh, that's like I just want to be tapping on the tablet. But yeah, it starts to connect everything and I don't, it's annoying. And then I finally get used to doing that just enough. And then I get stuck having to go back to the keyboard and getting all messed up again. That's why I don't play video games all that much. My hand-eye coordination is not fabulous, I guess. My hands are not very well coordinated to be playing like 4 or 6 or 8 buttons in one hand and still running the mouse with a bunch of buttons in another hand. That's asking an awful lot from me. Especially on a bad day. So I just haven't really gamed out very much. It's also why I couldn't play guitar. I couldn't be doing all the fretting and everything here and strumming, or even worse, trying to finger pick while doing the fretwork here. I just, you're asking too much of me. I can play, the flute is my main instrument, and I can play any brass instrument that does not take a reed. So your trumpets, your trombones, your tubas, all of that sort of stuff I can play like a hot damn. But those things only have like 3 or 4 buttons, depending on. And my flute, even, it has a bunch of buttons. It looks like it has a bunch of buttons, but you really only push a few of them. So you don't really need to have as much dexterity with your hands. I tried to play Daisy and it was ridiculous. Trying to punch the zombie in front of me while keeping myself looking straight ahead, not looking up because I'm supposed to be punching up to hit it in the head, right? So I'm punching up, but then my character's looking up, so I don't know where the zombie is. And I got so frustrated. And then I got into a car and tried driving in Daisy, and that was just it was stupid. It was so stupid. I can't, trying to steer the car, when suddenly your character stops looking straight ahead through the windscreen and starts looking up at the ceiling, at the roof of the car, or even worse, if suddenly you're looking down and then you're looking at the ground passing through the floor of the car, but you're still trying to steer. Yeah, I know people can do it. I see a lot of people do it. There's a few people that play Daisy that I like to watch playing Daisy. So I know it's a thing and it can be done, but I can't. I just can't. I've tried. I really liked that game that I played on Halloween, that Amanda's whatever it was, Amanda's Visit or Amanda's Adventure. Amanda's Adventure. I really enjoy that. And there's another one. What's it called? This War of Mine. I've got that, and I enjoy that. But yeah, any real fighting stuff, I'm not a lot of help with those kind of games. So we'll see. Once again, I clicked, or I clicked. Let's get it right. Let's blame it. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. I clicked and I took the star off that. So, okay. SH says, I just saw you glitch out to the side and the color changed. Wild. Really? Really? And Bobby's saying, see, this is why you need Italian silverware. And Mr. Beat's laughing his ass off. Fuck those gremlins. I told you. I told you. They don't like me. And they do weird things at very weird times. Or they don't let me do something that I know I'm supposed to be able to do. And then someone will come over and try and do it and then let it work for them, but it won't work for me. And it's the same damn PC. They're, yeah. Yeah, hopefully my tech gremlins don't like to procreate and spread to everyone else. I'll try and keep them to myself. Bobby says I couldn't play guitar for shit, but my spirit animal is the Muppet animal. There you go. My favorite Muppets were the hecklers. I loved the dry humor and just the insult of it. I don't know if that's a good thing, but no, I loved that they would just how they would go about insulting each other and the show and everything. I loved the hecklers. I thought they were just awesome. You're great at Guitar Hero. I was a great singer at Guitar Hero. Again, I still can't, red, red, blue, blue. I still couldn't. I was no better at that than a real guitar, but I was a good singer. And then Bobby's saying, we've really got to get you more practice at the first person shooters. Yes, I know. Like I said, it's the doing all that stuff with the one hand is hard enough. But then I've also got to use the mouse and make sure that the character is looking in the direction I need him to be looking in. Like, that's just too much. My hands and my brain, they all look at each other and they go, yeah, fuck this shit. I can't. I just won't. So yeah, we will have to try and get me doing more first person shooters. This War of Mine is a classic. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. Hello, Wild. How you doing? You're making banana bread and you saw I was live. Good. Hope everyone is doing well. Banana bread. I've actually got some bananas that keep falling out of the freezer every time I open it. And those things hurt. Bananas when frozen, they hurt like a bitch if they land on your bare foot, your bare toe. Just saying. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do that in the next couple days so it won't hurt me anymore. Dom is saying hi to Wild. And then, of course, Wild shows up. So she's given me my Santa twerking. I thank you so much for that. And you know what I can do? See, I'm getting better. I can do that and I do that. And all of a sudden I can see them too. I have got the YouTube and the Rumble stream open, but paused. And it seems like, oh, see, I opened up the tabs and now I can see I'm getting all herky jerky. Well, okay, so it's getting a little herky jerky. Is it going to catch up? Am I going to catch up? I'm not going to catch up. Okay, so I'm going to minimize it again. And we'll see if it catches up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, okay, well, I did look at it. I got to open it just often or just long enough that I got to see and actual Santa twerking. I freaking love that emote. Bobby says, can I get you good enough to do ready or not? No way in hell. No way in hell. I would like to get to the point where I can actually play DayZ. I really enjoy the game. I like the building and the survival of it all. I enjoy. Oh, Shenny's in the background. Can I get you good enough to do ready or not? Why are we looking at my thing? Oh, for the twerking Santas. Right. Sorry. See, I did a dab. He told me do a dab. I did the dab. Now I'm even thicker. See, I did the dab. Thank you, Shenny. So, God darn it. So no, Bobby, you cannot get me good enough to play Ready or Not. I don't think I will ever be good enough to play Ready or Not, but I would like to be able to play DayZ. I would like to be able to play. There's a couple other games that I've been told about that I would like to play. Um, I was too busy doing drugs and trying to break into the movie film industry. I didn't get to play a lot of the cool role playing games and stuff that were so popular during that one small sliver of time. And now people make fun of people LARPing again. But damn it, if I hadn't have been busy doing drugs and working in film, I would have been one of those LARPers. I really like some of my favorite books as a child was the Choose Your Own Adventures, and I think I would do, really good on those kind of games. So there's things that I do want to get better for, but no, ready or not, I don't need to shoot crackheads or save people in suicide vests in schools or stop the prawn industry. I don't need to do any of those things. It's a fun game to watch, but I don't need to play that one. So Tom and Wilder asking about banana bread. What about the avocado toast? Wild says no, they go in the gift baskets. The avocado toast is for the people, and the banana bread is the really good stuff for you. Bobby says there's a special PC version of Guitar Hero. Imagine if you pick up your keyboard and flip it upside. Oh no! Oh no! That's kind of cool. I mean, there's no way in God's great earth I would ever be able to be coordinated enough to do that, but that's kind of cool. That's like the simulation games, like the long haul trucker or the plane, the pilots and stuff. There's some real fancy setups for these things, um, as realistic as one can get without being in the actual machine. Um, it's pretty cool. I'm starting to understand why watching people do the simulation long haul truckers streams. I'm starting to understand why they're entertaining. Um, that might be something I might be interested in doing at some point. Not necessarily the long haul trucker, um, but if there's that would be neat to do like a virtual trip across the continent in a virtual driving game. I think that would be kind of cool. Always save one banana for yourself. Oh, good. The banana bread you made last weekend turned out good. You didn't measure anything, just tried to eyeball it and worked out right on. I remember you talking about that. Um, Good for you. I don't have very good luck with eyeballing shit. um, Actually, that's not true. When I bake, I can't just eyeball and have baking turn out. If I'm making, a savory entree or something, then I don't need to measure anything. And there's some more Santa twerking. And do da dab, do da dab. And Bobby says, "Oh, now it's my fault. It's your fault because you gave her that stream or that idea." There's the Santa twerking again. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that off of the Rumble so that I can just, from now on, whenever I send an email to someone from my Digger account, I can have a little twerking Santa at the bottom. That'll be my stamp or my watermark. I think that would be really cool. Shenny saying hi to Wild, and Wild saying hi back. But if we play Ready or Not, we could beat up on TikTokers for not getting on the ground. We could. We could. I've only ever watched people play it for them from the just from the single player perspective. I haven't seen anyone playing it online with other people. Um, I may have to go look, but then I don't do TikTok, so that's probably why I haven't seen them yet. It could be fun though, if you've got all your friends on the same team. That could be fun. Okay, I'll think about it. I will think about getting good enough to try Ready or Not. Shani's saying, I didn't know how big I could blow up the chat part, and I didn't want to step on you, but wanted to get them on screen. I appreciate it. No worries. I had just literally just done the dab that Bobby forced me to do by twisting that rubber arm. It hurt so bad. Um, so yeah, I was a little slow on the uptake on what you were talking about, or why you were doing that rather. Bobby says, you TikTok when you're supposed to get on the ground, you go into jail. So that's interesting. I didn't so you can actually play against other people. You could make your like you and your buddies could be the jailers, and then um you could be playing against the stupid TikTokers who are the criminals, like the prawn people. I never really thought about that, how that game would work from a multiplayer perspective. That could be fun too. SH says, okay, I'll be in and out. In case you leave when I'm gone, have a good, safe Christmas or Wednesday, whatever it is for you. Thank you, SH. Right back at you. Remember, if you're bored, we'll be around. You have a wonderful evening. And Wild says, she to Shenny, she's doing fine making the holiday goodies for everyone. Your kitchen's a mess. Aw. Oh, hello, Christine. How you doing? Good to see you. That's another thing I like about not having family near me is I don't have to do any of the stress cooking or baking and you know hundreds of dollars on food and piles of dirty dishes. Um, I can just do it on a small scale for me. Bobby says I've tried watching those real time flights. They can get goofy. Yeah, I know. I was watching the boys play um, for a while in Discord. Um, Depending on who was the pilot, though, it could be really boring. There's really not a whole lot to do. At least with the long haul trucking, um, you're getting to see a virtual version of the real places, but doing it in an airplane, um, you're just seeing virtual clouds. It's not as much fun. It's not as entertaining to me. And MJ says, in case you're not here when stream is over, have a good rest of the week, SH. Shenny says, oh, geez, I'm glad I am taking that off my shoulders this year. I used to make over 3,000 cookies for the holiday, no less than 30 kinds. I'm done. I'm glad a new generation has stepped up. Yes, yes. My mom never used to do those sort of things, but since we became adults, mom has started making, um, it's always shortbreads, but there's multiple different kinds of shortbread. And she does one. She didn't do it this year. I was so disappointed. But normally, she does one that's the maraschino cherry wrapped in the shortbread, and it's my favorite in the whole world. I don't think there's anything better than shortbread with the cherry. And then Bobby says, "I woot," or "I what?" Lies. I won't expose you. Wild, I just learned the hard way not to put stuff on screen. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna get so mixed up. Bobby says, no, sometimes when you clear a room in a public place, the pedestrians will pull out their phones and try to film you instead of following your commands. So you got to smack them around a bit. Nice. Like I said, I haven't seen any multiplayer with that game, so I didn't know quite how that would work. Christine, will you still do an interview? Totally. Yeah, DM me on Discord. And we can set up a time to do that for sure. I would love to. Now I'm thinking about that. Yes, yes, no, I would why don't we do it? Well, you DM me and then we can figure it out for right after the new year. We can do something right away. Because I know you did ask me before, and then I think we both kind of forgot to uh kind of forgot about it or let it kind of drop. But definitely, Christine. Wild says, I enjoy the cooking and everyone looks forward to my baskets. Well, see, there you go. If it's something that you enjoy doing, um, as long as you don't allow it to get to the point where it's, stressing you out, then that's awesome. I enjoy baking. I prefer to do it on a small scale. I'm I don't know how my mom does it batch after batch after batch. And it's all shortbread, but it's different types of shortbread, and they all taste different, like the same but different. And they're all so good. But I just wouldn't have the patience to do so many different kinds of cookies and then just pan and tray after tray after tray. I I worked in kitchens and I was a prep cook in kitchens. And my God, once you've been, making 175 to 200 separate individual desserts per show, um, it you get really tired of that sort of thing. It's the same with prepping vegetables when you're doing 3 or 4 or 5 pound 10-pound bags of carrots and the potatoes that just never end, stuff like that. You get kind of bored with it. So I don't like doing a big, huge baking for everyone or cooking for a huge crowd. I'd prefer just to do it for small groups. John saying, I always look forward to melons any time of year. Smartass. I'm getting more Santa twerking. I love the fact that I can see it and I don't need to I can picture him in my head now. He's such a good little twerker there. I can picture him in my head. I passed it a couple of years ago, says Shenny. I get it. Yeah, the all the baking. You just passed 60 a few years ago or a couple of years ago. But yeah, you've got enough grandkids now that they can do it. MJ says my mom would make cherry mash, peanut butter balls, fudge, etc. until she had chest deep. Oh yes, yes. I would tell her not to, and then she would try to get me to take the stuff home. Yeah, my grandma was like that. My grandma always had all sorts of extras and all sorts of stuff in the pantry. She was a canner. Um, so she had all sorts of goodies canned and set up ready to go. All sorts of stuff in the freezer. Huge different cuts of meats so that she could serve anyone from herself to the whole family coming over for a full meal, and she wouldn't have to actually go grocery shopping. She had everything there ready to go. She would have been a wonderful house to hit up when the shit hits the fan and the zombie apocalypse happens, because her house had an awful lot of food. Or making, oops, I clicked the wrong button there. Making endless deviled eggs. Yes, I love deviled eggs, but it was such a pain in the ass to make them for the shows. Oh, it's like big, big cookie sheets full of them, or um, baked zucchini. Just once you've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them a day, you get kind of tired of it. You just like eating them. Fair enough. I like eating them um, I'll make them on occasion for myself, like I'll just do up a bunch. But yeah, it's such a big hassle. Shenny is saying I would give them away to neighbors, clients, friends, and everyone. Then realized no one really seemed to understand the gift in the homemade work. Ah, yes, in the homemade work I did. Exactly. Um, yes, I did notice that you're putting twerking Santa on the stream when I read it. Yeah, I did notice that. Thank you. Bobby says, oddly, I like to make tamales. I realized last year, but they are so tedious. I have never had actual tamales. I've heard of them, but I've never had them. I wouldn't know how to go about making them. Um, they sound tasty. That's about it, though. That's all I know. someday, someday I will do a proper either road trip or like I was saying to someone else, like I used to use Greyhound an awful lot to travel within my province into the next province and that sort of thing. But something I always wanted to do is I wanted to go on a road trip, start on the coast in Vancouver, and then cross over into the States and do a road trip through Washington State and Oregon down through California and slowly make it to the other end of the continent and then hook up and north a little bit and cross back into Canada and then do the same thing, only coming back through Canada. So I can actually see all these places that I always wanted to see. And I love to drive. And I I love road trips. Um, so it might be something that I can plan and actually do because now I've got friends all across the continent in both countries. So there'd be a reason to stop and enjoy a day or two someplace. Cynthia says, I'm just getting back into chat. Girlfriend called with boyfriend problems. Bobby says, always with the boyfriend problems. Well, you have the potential to be boyfriend as well. So you tell us why do you boyfriends always give us girlfriends problems? If you know it's a problem, why do you just not? Like, couldn't you just not give us problems and then we wouldn't have to call our girlfriends to complain about what our boyfriends are doing to us? It would just be so easy. Or though it's kind of chicken and the egg. Who gave who the problems first, right? Bobby's saying nerd. I didn't do anything. She's the one doing it. And she started it. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. See, I'm getting sidetracked. There's there's someone in the background who's got their screen also showing in the background so that she can share the screen whenever anyone does the twerking Santas. She can share her screen and put them up there for me. And unfortunately, when it's not on screen, unfortunately or not, when it's not on screen, it's just a little square down below. But I can still see what she's doing on the screen, and I keep getting sidetracked by what it is she's doing. There was a looked like a fire engine in a parade or something. No, she's not showing me her balls. So yeah, there's no balls. Oh, but here comes some more Santa twerking. So there we go. Here we go. Oh, is she gonna? Oh, I was gonna. Do I have to add it to stage now? No, she's got it. She's got it. Cynthia saying, if you had this way, I have head this way, I have an extra room. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. There's enough people that I know all along the way. I've got people I can stop and say hi to. Um, So it's a thought. I know one of those thoughts too, though, is also um, I use medical marijuana on the daily, so I'd have to pre-plan for that and that sort of thing too. But you know, I'm a step closer now. I've got a little bit of money in the bank, little bit of savings. Well, it was gifted. don't don't let me make you think that we can actually have a savings if you're living off a disability. That doesn't happen. But my father sold the family home, and he and my stepmom decided why wait till we're dead to let the kids enjoy some of this inheritance. So they gave us a little bit of money each. And now that I've bought the really important things like a vacuum cleaner that actually picks up the cat fur and my hair, things like that, I can start to think about, what else I can do. So I've been thinking that road trip, it's seeming more possible, potentially possible now. And then Bobby says, okay, just ask. Digger, you need a Winnebago? I don't know. If I was going to go that route, I'd want a proper old school Airstream. I think that would be super duper cool. And then I could stream from the road trip in the Airstream. I think that would be really cool, actually. I think I could have a lot of fun with that. Bobby, you may have just made a smart ass remark that ends up being a whole lot of fun. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Oh, Christine, you gave me $5. Thank you so much. You bought me a coffee. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate it. Yeah, that sort of thing. Me. Um, yeah, if anyone does buy me a coffee, I will let you know. I did already. I used my money and some of the first of the buy me a coffees. That bought me that brand new. Can I turn point up? Yes, there. That thing right there. The green cat stand. That was the first thing purchased, using in part the buy me a coffee money. And the next buy me a coffee payout that I'm going to get is going to cover taking me to get some acupuncture, which I've never been able to do before, but it's supposed to be really good for fibro. So I will try and I'm going to experience an acupuncture, and then also there's a naturopath that I want to go see. I want to see about researching the traditional Chinese medicine again. It's something I did when I was in my early teens, even preteen. That was something I did, and I know I got benefits from it, even though it was very weird. But I guess my parents couldn't afford it anymore, or maybe it was covered and then it wasn't, or something. But we stopped going either which way. Um, I remember at one point he gave me these. They were little herbal pellets, but they were little round balls. Smelled like rabbit food, honestly. Um, but I was supposed to take a tablespoon of them twice a day, and it was just horrible trying to swallow a tablespoon of these hard herbal smelling pills all at once. It's just awful. And I got really good at doing it really quick. One day I chose, or I wasn't thinking, so I did it, and I did the swig really quick, but I wasn't thinking, and it was pop, and I got them swallowed about halfway down, and then the next thing you know, I'm like burping and coughing, and I've got bubbles and little pellets coming up out of my mouth. Just coughing and spewing them everywhere. Oh man, it was awful. Maybe that's why they stopped taking me there. Maybe that's why, is they didn't like the results of those rabbit pellets. They will always remind me of rabbit pellets. I can't. Um, Cynthia says you can smoke here, no problem. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'd like to go. all the way, because I'm as far west as you can be, right? So it'd be really easy and really nice to just go all the way down across America and then come up and then come through and see all of Canada. Um, I've always wanted to see the country that I live in, not just BC. I know it's the best part of Canada. I mean, like I know that I can see pictures, but it would be really cool to be able to go and see the Just for Laughs thing in Toronto. I think that would be a lot of fun. Um, and there's a lot of other things that can happen or that would be cool to see throughout Canada and the States. I mean, heck, Mighty's even got me um, wanting to go to Detroit now. I really would have thought by now in an industrial type of city like that, most of the great architecture and stuff would be long gone. But in his Detroit series, he showed us there's still quite a lot of that old architecture there. So, and he told us that as long as we have someone from Detroit walking us around, um, we should be safe enough in Detroit. So, yeah, there's a lot of places I'd like to see. Wild says, yes, yes, my banana bread came out perfect. I am the goddess of my kitchen. Me doing happy dance. Good for you. Oh, and are you ready? Santa twerk, Santa twerk, Santa twerk. Oh, there we go. I am a goddess of my kitchen. I like that. I like it. Oh, Dom got in on the twerking too. That's awesome. Bobby says, I sent you that guy who actually does stream from a van with two cats. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah. That would be kind of cool in an old school Airstream. It's okay. MJ says a lot of things I post are quotes I heard in movies. Okay, yeah. Well, and that being the case, that might be part of why YouTube has issue with some of your comments. Maybe it's a just a recognition thing for uh not continuity. You know that thing. Shit. um yeah, no, I can't think of the word that I was looking for. I'm sorry. And a lot of the see, yeah, a lot of quotes um I don't get because I don't remember them. So if you're sending me quotes and it's just going, just be aware that that will happen because I don't remember. I'm like 51st dates. I can watch the same movie again and again and again. And as long as I've given, enough space in between it, it's like a brand new movie. It's like I've never seen it before. It's good and bad. Bobby says he goes across the country teaching classes on Linux. Haha. Well, shit. Does he come to Canada? He should come over this way. He can look at my PC. He can figure out what the gremlins are doing and why, and then he can take the dirty Windows off, the dirty Microsoft, and put Linux on there and show me what I can do. Cynthia saying you could stream all the way on your trip. Well, you see, yeah, that's the idea that I got from Bobby's comment. That could actually be fun. That could be a lot of fun. And that would help pay for it because I got a little bit of money, but it's not enough to get me, not enough to rent a car and pay for gas and feed me and all the other stuff that would take, but it's a start. MJ saying, now, Cynthia, you need to get a hold of the boyfriend and get the rest of the story. That's true. There's his side, her side, and the truth. It's usually something in the middle. And Bobby's saying, you know that thing. Well, if he comes into Canada, that would be very entertaining. Um, oh, Cynthia's saying no thanks. He's self-centered, controlling germaphobe. She's put up for years of wearing masks, gloves, changing her clothes, that sort of thing. Oh, see, I'm not that bad, thank God. But I do. It is a prerequisite that we both brush our teeth before morning sex. So I'm not that bad, but I'm a little bad. And then Bobby's saying that's weird. What's weird? That just happened. What's weird? The germaphobe? Now you're not going to write anything so that I don't get an answer. Oh, but yeah, at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, there's one side, there's two different sides, and then the truth is in the middle. Oh, that's weird. The germaphobe bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a lot better now than I was. I think part of it for me was uh, just the my OCD was triggered when I was using meth on the regular, and that made me uh, very, very much a germaphobe. A lot of things really started bugging me that didn't up until that point. Um, but I'm getting better now. I'm getting better, but I still require toothbrushing in the morning before sex. While is saying, Digger is someone who is from Michigan. Be careful going to Detroit. No matter what they say, there's places a white woman shouldn't go without a brother as an escort. And that's exactly that's what Mighty said. Just be careful and make sure you're going with someone who's from there so they know where you can and cannot go. I don't accidentally wander into the wrong part of town. Hello, AP. How you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, you see there? There's a Santa twerk. Just one, but there was a Santa twerk. There you go. And then Bobby says, oh, hell, I'm a dirty boy. You're a dirty boy? Oh, that's too bad. Mind you, that's okay because we're friends and it doesn't matter if you're dirty or not and I'm clean or not because we're so far away. Your stench will never reach me and vice versa. So I guess it's okay if you want to be a dirty boy. I'm just saying hi to AP. And Bobby saying, I done give no fudge. Oh, AP, you're doing horrible. How is everyone? Well, better than that. I'm sorry to hear it. Are is there anything you can talk about that you're okay with it being, on screen and me talking about? Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Oh, AP. Merry Christmas, buddy. I hope it gets better. We'll be here. Um, like I'm here right now. Shani and I will be around tomorrow and Christmas Day. So if you're having a hell of a one, just know that you can turn it on and the, turn the computer on, and we'll be here. So we will do our darndest. Is it just Well, is it just like it's ever just? But is it your health that's playing havoc for you, or is it do you have family that you don't want to be dealing with? I'm lucky. I've got family, and we all get along for the most part. And they're all so far away that whenever we see each other, we're always missing each other. It's quite nice. There is not much of that family strife. Bobby says you're a stench. No, you're a stench. Oh no, I won't say that. Wild Saffron Santa twerking again. Woo woo woo. Santa twerking. Santa twerking. And a candy cane. I see it. Oh, and she's gone. I just looked down and the screen's not there. I think she's done. She's back to just the normal chat. AB, yeah, I'm over this MS shit. It needs to leave me and never return. I'll bet. I can't imagine. It's yeah, I can't imagine. Um, I've suddenly over the last couple of years met a few people who have it, or else people I've known forever have gotten it. Suddenly, there's the Santa twerking. As someone who's yeah, oh, it's the brother as an escort. That's a good comment to have with all those Santas twerking. Because if you're not careful and you don't go into the nice corner, or if you don't go into the right spots, you're gonna end up twerking, whether you want to or not. But yeah, MS is it's not easy by any means. Like I said, I'm only just starting to learn about it. But I can't imagine. Again, like I was saying, with my little brother, and him getting sick suddenly. He's healthy all the time, and then suddenly in his early 40s, he gets really sick. It's From that perspective, I'm kind of lucky because I've always been sick. So even though it's getting worse over years, I've also had those same years to figure out ways to deal with it, um, manage it, I guess. Like there's no curing, and there's no ridding ourselves, but there is management, and it can be a royal pain in the ass till you find the way to manage it right. And then once you figure out what works for you and what doesn't work, then your body decides, well, fuck you. And I'm going to change what works and what doesn't work. And suddenly things that always felt good feel horrible and vice versa. That in the beginning stages of the flu, just having a grand old time. Aw. I'll see in the new year how this diet goes. Well, yeah, see, and that's what I was talking about too, with the naturopath and the natural Chinese, ancient Chinese traditional medicine. It's a mouthful. Um, but diet's going to have a large, uh, it's going to have a big part to play in this. There's actually a naturopath um, who is um, working from the biblical diet. Um, so she would be able to, pardon me, she'd be able to show me what I can use to replace things that I'm getting rid of completely. Because I know if I just start cutting things out, um, I'm going to end up being shorting myself on stuff that I do need. So it's going to be interesting to talk to this lady and get a diet plan and hopefully see some change. And I will make sure to use Italian silverware. I will. It sounds familiar in my head now when you say it. It sounds familiar. I've almost connected it to that dude in his videos. And once that's connected in my brain, then I will remember to go out and buy some Italian silverware, so that I can use it. So we'll get there. It's just a few more steps in the equation. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I think this has been a pretty good stream. We're at 3 hours and 3 minutes and 15 seconds. No. 3 hours and 15. Um we've seen a whole lot of Santa twerking. Uh-huh. See, oh, I do see a cat in the dryer there. Does everyone see that there's a cat in that thing? Looks like his name is Archie. and he's in the dryer. He blended in. Orange cats, they just kind of disappear into whatever background they're living in, eh? I don't know how they're managed to do it. But yeah, this has been really nice. This has been Monday Chat number 2. And I'm smart about it. I'm putting the date on the stream so that I don't have to go back later and go, oh shit, which Monday Chat am I thinking of? And then I'm looking at 60 or 100 different Monday Chats and trying to figure out where that 10-second clip came from. I'm going to put the date on them all, and it's very nice. I'm trying to be organized in advance so that I have less issues with losing stuff later. I have to go to do the dishes now. Take care, Digger, and everyone be well. Thanks. You too, Wild. And I thank you so much for the Santa twerking. I really love that thing. It just tickles me. Oh, that goddamn satellite man is playing Mr. Potato Head terrorism. And then Jenny says huggers buggers, and she's twerking too. We're all twerking together. Oh, wow. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and for chatting with me. This has been a lot of fun. And I will see you. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So Shenny and I will see you at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 for you Easterners. And it's somewhere else in the middle, depending on where you are in the middle there. You all do your own maths. I'm tired of doing the math all the time. I'm Pacific. It'll be 1:30. It'll be Shenny and I will keep you guys company and keep you away from the nagging family members. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
She's a curious conduct, always digging for the truth. Searching in the night, youthful heart and proof. With her shovel in hand, she roams the universe, exploring every land, no map, no reverse. Oh, dig a 420, curious conduct. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck. Riding waves of stars through the cosmic sea, finding who we are in the galaxy. She's got questions to ask and a fire that won't die, unraveling each task under the sky. Oh, dig a 420, curious conduct. Answers on your mind, never getting stuck. Riding waves of stars through the cosmic sea, finding who we are in the galaxy. She's got questions to ask and a fire